our
Indeed.
cameras as we begin our next episode of Tomb. Welcome back, guys. It has been 3 weeks since our last venture, I think. I can't remember. Three. It has been 3 weeks. So I will regale you all on the last moments that our party experienced before they got to exactly where they are now in the adventure. When last we saw our valiant heroes as they continued their delve deep beneath the city of Omu into the tomb of the 9 gods. Our party had decided in their next steps they would tackle a tomb they left behind, that of Wongo's chamber. With a few new assets on your side, being War's new ability and knowledge from your previous encounter with Wongo, you made your way into his chamber and very quickly just dealt with all of the chests, the puzzle to the crystal sarcophagus. You busted that open and surrounded Wongo and beat him down. Before he could even react or do anything or use that mace's power and whatever evil is within it, you crushed the embodiment of the spirit of Wongo back into the grave that he crawled out of, solidly defeating that foe and deciding. I believe you decided to leave the mace behind. Yeah.
No, we put it in the bag of holding.
You put it into the bag of holding.
Mage hand.
You dropped it into the bag of holding, nobody interacting with it, not wanting to deal with Wongo, all of your current spirits within you not willing to definitely giving some protest to ever contend with him. You decided not worth your time to deal with. The party then advanced further on, deciding the next best place to go would be deeper down. You went to the 3rd level, of which you've only explored parts of. Kind of throughout the previous days in the tomb, you had sort of dipped your toe into this purple fungi, eyeball-infested level of the tomb. You went down a hall that you hadn't before. It led 2 different ways. One to a steel minotaur door with eyes that you could see through, in a very, very small, thin chamber. And it, you were unable to pass it. You didn't mess with that. You kind of moved away and went to the other side of the hall, where a bit more of an interesting alcove awaited you. You saw a sort of waterlogged chamber at the end of which was sort of a waterfall, a streaming waterfall, sort of flowing water into the room. And on either side were these statues sort of imprinted into the stone, each of them of a different animal holding an animal humanoid, a humanoid with an animal head, holding a different weapon, sort of lined 6 on either side. Between the legs of one of them, the stork holding the hand axe, there was a thin chamber, very small, similar to the one that had the minotaur door. You went into there and found a very curious, tiny little chamber. And upon further sort of exploration, not only here, but in the mimic chamber on the other side, which Alexandria discovered through Fierre's eyes, only existed here, not on the mimicked side. This tiny little chamber seems to be a blip in the architecture and the structure of the tomb. Just the way it's made, it seems as though the creators, the architect of the tomb itself, had no idea of its creation. So you have found some sort of little square of safety, but you continued further on as that tiny little tunnel that dug to this chamber made its way out into another vast room of the tomb. You found probably the biggest, longest chamber that you've found thus far in the tomb itself, in a very, I'll give you guys the description of this area. You opened up onto a balcony, and upon that balcony stood a rough-hewn 15-foot tall statue of a hulking fiend, which you identified as a Nikoloth, a Nikoloth, I believe? Nikoloth, a demon, devil, fiend type creature. It seems to have had its hands sort of wrapped around, you're not sure what, but it seems to be clenching something in both of its hands. And a single torch burns on this balcony, but out before you stood a massive chamber with a vast pit. 5 wooden platforms hovering across it, each one about 10 feet across, these floating discs. On the balcony on the other side, set into the west wall, is a rusty lever in the up position and a set of stairs leading to a dead end. Not really knowing what the function of this chamber is and sort of coming to the discovery that you come out on a side you weren't supposed to. Alexandra, you sent Fiera to their side in an attempt to pull the lever just to see what happens. Fiera was not strong enough. She was unable to use her very small frame bird form to, well, she, who knows, to pull down on the lever itself, and was unable to muster that strength. And there was a moment of tension of seeing what happens because everybody wasn't expecting it, and it barely moved. Meanwhile, back in the other chamber, Victor and Valfine found themselves alone for a moment. A private conversation ensued, and we don't know the details of that quite yet. Our party, that is. The stream knows, but not all of us. That conversation did come to a close, if I recall last time, Joshua, and you and Victor had decided to return back to your allies, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is where
my full name. That was weird.
What did you say?
So to use my full name, that was weird.
Dolphy?
I got no, Joshua.
Oh, Joshua. Yeah, I'm throwing you off.
I had some, just a blip of PTSD there first.
I'm throwing you off. Yeah, now you're in the tomb. Everybody's playing themselves.
Oh, weird.
You'll have very weak strength.
We're just all dead.
I have force. I have 7 strength.
We're gonna start combat, and I'm gonna suddenly get crippling anxiety and lose all my for the turn. So.
Yeah, I swear my soul to Asterak for
Please.
so I can get out of here.
Whatever devil I need to make a deal with.
Yeah, whatever devil, man.
I just need help, buddy. Yeah.
Daddy Asmodeus, please.
I've read about the Nine Hells. They're not so bad. I'll take the deal.
I'll work my way up the fucking corporate ladder.
Please let me be a warlock. Just give me the power.
All right, so stepping back into our world, where to begin? Valvin and Victor, you were deciding to return to the party, but I don't know exactly how long your conversation would have taken versus what the party is doing here. So I will actually ask for an initiative roll between the party, one of the party members in the huge giant chamber, and one from Valvin.
Going back to the make a pact, wanting to buy sugar daddy patron. Okay, so we're all rolling initiative.
No, I just need Valfine and one person on the other side.
Gotcha. Okay, so
I'll roll. So whoever has the highest dex, which is probably
Okay, so it'll take a moment for Valvin and Victor to join the rest of you as their conversation continues on. But I would like to know what everybody is doing inside of the massive chamber. As we pick back up from there, our camera sort of zooming in through the earth, and we see very, very much in that first shot of Two Towers where the camera goes through the mountain, and we see Gandalf fighting the Balrog. We make our camera through the stone, and we see this vast chamber and our party on either side.
Fighting a Balrog.
We said that
That's a
this
tunnel. Yeah,
tunnel went up to the death barrel.
Death spiral, yeah.
Yeah,
Was there anything through the barrel, or was it just like a dead end death?
The barrel itself, and Fiera did walk all the way up to the barrel, correct?
I actually don't recall. I'm going to say yes.
Okay. And something that
I think she walked up to it. And
Something that would have also been noticed when you were looking through the window. There is a door at the sort of flat facing away from where you were looking in the window. There is a door at the center of the barrel, like a trap door.
Gotcha.
So there does seem to be a passage out of the door.
Oh, so wait, the barrel is vertical?
The barrel is vertical.
I think
So
it's a horizontal barrel, right?
So it's a horizontal barrel. So imagine this is a barrel. I'm holding it straight up, turning it outside. That's the chamber. And then where
It's a
the
rolling kind of barrel.
yeah, it's
that's
like
what
a
I thought.
rolling kind of barrel.
Okay.
And then on this side,
Cylinder from the top.
This is the window side that you were kind of looking up from up here into the barrel, and there's a
Right.
door right on the side.
Oh,
Okay.
I tell Fiera to jump up and down on it for the switch.
Fiora does not
Roll that
understand
paper.
your common words, unfortunately.
I'm assuming that's not going to allow me to get another attempt, right?
So Fiora has rolled a failure on strength, so unless something changes for Fiora, like gain something or coming at it from a different way, a different descriptor, I'm gonna say probably can't do the same thing again to roll. I think that's fair.
Well, it has been about a month. I think she's been working out.
It's a lot of long rests.
In the 2 seconds that have passed.
Yeah, her just sitting on the lever and trying to like heft it down, not working out for Fiora.
So, yeah, not working out.
Not that part. Yeah, no.
Is the lever up right now or down?
Up.
So, do we think maybe the lever makes the platforms levitate?
They're already levitating, aren't they?
They are currently,
Right.
yes.
But the lever's up. So if you put the lever down, then maybe it takes the platforms down. That's my guess.
I think that's too forgiving. I think it opens up the hands, and then we get gazer beamed.
Possible. But this isn't part of the tomb, right?
The little place before this was not part of this. This is, right?
As far as you know, this looks definitely like you don't see any of the purple. You do see some of the purple mold. It is on the. I think that would be the tall tale sign for you to say that it would be. So there's purple mold right here, on the other side. So yeah, probably back in the main tomb area.
Essentially, the backdoor hiding place is the plan.
Indeed.
So
little sad.
normally you'd flip the switch to get something?
I'm thinking it starts whatever this trial is, or it's the thing that traps this room and kills whoever tripped it. Maybe the room starts filling with a gas or a liquid or something. There is yet another drain that Fiora flew through.
This
So-
is definitely the one that we have for this. This is definitely the end side, though, is the side we're on, because
Yeah.
there's a hidden door to get to where Fiora is.
Right.
Yeah. You guys did and can easily assume, though seeing it might be a different thing. But this stairway leads up to, from what you can see, to be a dead end, and those in the past have led to doors. And I believe if Fiora was over there, could literally see that there was an outline of a door.
I mean, I could walk over there if we really want to know.
I was gonna say we could summon something, but it is too far to summon something over there. Because we could just
It is a distance.
have whatever animal happens to appear from Brolin's animal summon attack the switch.
That's
But
true. I could do that.
It's only 90. It's only 90 feet for your summon range, and that's 110.
Yeah, but I can make it fly.
Well, if that's what you get,
I can choose what I get. I think.
I would definitely read the confines of the spell. That is your responsibility. I will trust what you read to be true. Unless it sounds crazy wrong.
Here, let me.
Oh, geez, I totally misread the summon familiar spell. Or find familiar spell. It says that she's actually a rock.
Okay.
ROC. So,
That doesn't feel right.
I mean, I'm sure my enemies would also feel the same way, and that's how I want it.
You guys would hear a rustle from the passage behind you.
I attack it with my rock.
You can't do either of those things.
No, but my rock.
Why did you just throw a rock at me?
No, ROC, not ROCK.
I wouldn't
That's
want to
not
get
what
a rock
hit
thrown
me
at
in
me.
the forehead. That's not what hit me in the forehead just now.
Well, you definitely feel if a rock hit you.
What's going on in here?
Yeah, you
That's
see.
actually the question.
You see before you this vast chamber, 2 balconies, these discs laid across them. One of the biggest chambers, at least the longest expanse that you have seen since being here, Valfine. And you see the statue, recognizing the fiend-like figure clutching something in either claw. And the balcony on the other side, you can spot Fiera with your elven eyes on what seems to be a switch.
If I look down, what does the floor look like? Is it scorched, burned?
It
Anything?
is solid stone, 60 feet down.
How much weight can Fiero carry?
It is dependent upon their strength.
I don't know. How much weight can a laden sparrow?
She's an owl. Or he? I don't know.
Are you suggesting that coconuts migrate?
Not
So
much.
I'm gonna say probably 5 pounds.
Should be about. So as far as like what you guys can carry, it's a different thing. But I would say 5 pounds is fair.
Yeah, because my mage hand can carry 10.
I would say
Yeah, and
5.
that doesn't even have muscles.
I would say 5 to 10 pounds for Fiera, just
It
because
did.
they can. They are a bird of prey. They are meant to be able to pick up,
Some kind of prey, yeah.
bigger-ish animals to be able to carry. So I would say 5 to 10 pounds is possible for Fiera. No doubt.
I'm going to give her that mace. Tie a loop around the end.
Yeah, give her the mace, have her drop it on the handle.
Or a crowbar.
What if she misses?
That way you're not. But
Get another mace.
she can grab it and pick it up. If she can fly it over there, she can pick it up again.
Poor
That is
little
true.
bird's gonna get tired.
But it might not work.
You know who won't get tired going over there? A
Spider.
I mean, I can just walk over there too.
I mean, then go for it. We should do something.
Can
All
anyone fly? Anyone have a
I'm
fly
gonna-
spell?
Brolin's
Well-
gonna turn into a
How
spell.
much rope do we have?
How much
Um,
rope?
Do 3 people
Uh,
have rope?
Yeah,
Tightrope
yeah.
across. Great idea.
How many transformations do you get in a short rest, Brolin?
2.
2. So I do know that you used 1 back in the Wango chamber, so this would be number 2.
Right.
Just a note.
Yeah, it probably isn't worth changing, Brolin.
Yeah, don't worry about it. What I could do is take all of our rope, tie one end over there to the lever, pull it all the way back across, me walking across the walls, and we could pull it from over here.
Right, because you can walk on walls. Forget about that.
Yeah, I think you have.
Bizarre.
I think you have 2 things of rope, don't you?
And Brolin, if you want to use
I
your
have
form,
one.
you can. That's up to
I
you.
have 1. I'm sure someone else has some rope.
Or if you're just walking over there, you could pull the lever.
This is true. But I'm expecting something bad to happen.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting something bad to happen too.
Well, how would ducking in this passage over here be different than ducking in that passage over there for safety?
Because we think this passage is the out passage, and that's the in passage.
I don't think there was supposed to be an out to this room. Because the passage we came through here was the part that was
Not
outside.
visible on the upside down. Yeah.
Right.
So, or you should totally tie a knot in a way that Fiera can untie it. For rope recovery.
True. I don't know if I know that kind of knot.
Can Whipplespark use his survival to try and teach War how to tie a knot that Fiera can untie?
Or
What
you
is,
could tie it and then just let War.
Well, let me know
Finish.
what's the goal here. Are you guys afraid of? Just
Oh,
so
we
I
just want to be
understand.
able to pull detach the rope from the other side when we're done.
Yeah, It's not going to be anything that we need to get crazy detailed about. Yeah.
Okay.
No worries. If
Do
you
we
want-
have
yeah, we're-
three ropes though?
I have one, you have one. I'm sure someone else has rope.
I
I know I have rope.
Okay.
have silk rope as well. Yes.
If that's the case, just in case there's something else going on here, I'm gonna step out over here and try to go up the wall a little, just to make sure I can use the wall.
Yeah, you go to climb on the wall and you are able to. Yeah, you put your hands and feet, and you're easily able to scale the wall.
Alrighty. Well,
I tied this end of the rope just in case to the railing.
Okay, so there is a rope
Thank
attached to War right now?
yeah.
War has most of the rope.
Most of the
I
rope.
just tied an end to the
to the
railing
railing. Understood.
Yeah.
How many feet is
after
it?
tying them all together, so he has 150 feet.
150 feet of rope. Okay.
Probably a little less than that, but not about it.
Effectively 150.
Yeah, and he'll
Yeah.
walk down a little bit actually, so that if he did fall, it wouldn't be a 60-foot drop.
Yeah. Well, let's put you at like a height so that we know where you're at, just for good reason. So, what did you want to be like? 40
Let's say
feet?
like, let's go to 20.
20 feet. Yeah, we're climbing down. Okay, that works.
Yeah, walk
Hey.
down a little ways.
Making your way down, and it's there's a lot. It's a little surreal depth to this place. It's just open. It's more open than a lot of other places you've been thus far. 12 feet to the ceiling, 60 feet down. You got a vast chamber just of empty stone.
While he's walking, can I scan the room for like openings or vents or slits of whatever from here? I mean, if we can only see this half, that's fine. But changes in structure, you know.
Yeah, if you want to make like just perception, that works.
Yeah, just kind of looking for recesses or differences in the wall, maybe if it's important or not.
Yeah.
24.
24. Let me just check something really quick because that is a very high number.
I like that number a lot.
You are looking for ports or holes or vents or something of detail that has not yet
Yeah,
been
anything
found in the
that's distinguishable from just the stone wall. Anything I can see different wise.
room? Nothing.
Okay.
What is before you is before you. You do not see any other minute details to aid you.
All right.
Across here, how tall is
Let's see this
the
one.
like shaft thing?
How tall is the what? This is at the
The-
same level that the balcony is.
Okay, so he'll go under that
Yep.
and kind of walk to here and then go up to get over to the balcony.
Okay, yeah. And you want to climb over onto the balcony itself, or are you going to hang on the wall right there? Okay, cool.
Right
I will clear your height. And yeah, Fiera is just sort of perched on the lever. I don't know. You're not inside of Fiera's mind right now, right? Alexandra's just
Not anymore,
default.
no.
Yeah. Fiera's just kind of like looking at you. The little owl head turning.
Well, I'm gonna put this loop over here, and he'll tie the loop so that it's releasable from the other side, or from this side with a tug, hopefully on a different portion of it.
Okay, so you're
And-
tying the rope around the lever.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
in a way that Fiera can untie it. So
Okay. Absolutely.
cool. And then making way back.
Yep. No problems.
Way downtown.
No problems to make your way back.
The same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
That whole process goes seamlessly. And now there is a rope spanning from one side to the other.
Let's not be in front of the statue when we pull this.
Right. Do we want to back into the little tube?
Sure.
I doubt anything will happen to this platform.
Probably not, but can't be too careful.
What
Get
it-
their-
what-
get their backs
Well,
up.
what if something happens to the tunnel? What if it's the crush the tunnel button?
I don't
Tunnel
think-
isn't supposed to exist, so I don't think it's a crushed tunnel.
Mm,
Part of me wants to remain out here to prove a point. Part
of me that does
fears
too.
for my life. I'm way here. I'm brave.
I'm going to tie myself to the railing with extra rope.
Okay. Okay.
Someone needs to be
I
able
just,
to observe.
I just don't want to disappoint my dad turtle.
How
so-
many feet of rope? How are you tied? Like, what's the slack?
Oh no! I am tying myself to the
Just
railing.
straight to the railing, no slack. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you tighten yourself right to the railing.
Like train track style. He's lashed to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to pass me some of that rope?
Yeah.
He can't lift his arms now.
Yeah, you guys take the time to like tie yourselves up
'Cause we have 40
to.
feet of extra rope on this thing.
And then,
So-
what are you gonna do if the balcony crumbles?
When the
Well, I
boat
don't
goes
really
up,
worry
I
about
did
that.
anything anymore.
tie ourselves to the mast.
My liege will take care of that.
When the boat goes upside down, we'll be right side up.
Making my way downtown, falling fast.
Oh,
All right, so Alexandria and Wifflespark are tied tightly to the railing. The rest of the party has retreated back into the tunnel or into the chamber beyond. Fiera is still perched atop the lever, and there is a rope spanning the length of the room. What happens? What do
Ready?
we do?
You
Pull the lever, Crunk.
I pull the rope.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand, something dexterity based, sleight of hand or dexterity saving throw or dex, something dex based.
I'll do a sleight of hand. Why not? Bad at this, apparently.
Oh boy.
All right. Yeah, you go to yank on the vast sort of stretch of rope, which at this point is pretty heavy. I mean that's 100 feet of rope. You go to pull and you see the ripple sort of like make its way across the rope in the pull, and there's like a sound on the other side, and luckily enough, War tied it so it doesn't just slip off the knob and go down into the pit. Fortunately enough, but as you go for one good yank, it doesn't seem like you've got, since both balconies are at a 66. They're both at 60 feet, equal thing, and you're trying to go for a downward motion. It rattles a little bit, but doesn't seem to budge with that force. Wifflespark, it's a lot heavier than you expected. So
try with Fiera and
to try to finagle it is difficult. Try a
I,
few times and it's not quite working.
Try to get
You're like, "Eh."
Alexandria. I tell Alexandria to have Fiera jump up and down on the lever as I pull.
And I mean, I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah. Fira can aid you with a new kind of roll, with timing it just right, where you're pulling the rope and just jumping.
Oh, this is jumping up and down. That's the plan.
Yeah, just jumping up and
Can
down.
Can she make the Pixar lamp noise?
I'll consider it an aid. Let's try the same roll, because it still is dependent on your finesse in the moment. But Fira is giving it that next so advantage. 'Cause they're helping you.
Oh, okay.
I have a horrible feeling about this.
So
Why we're
17.
staying
17.
back.
17 is not bad. You go to pull on it, and it finally, Fear just poof, 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 and you hear go down, the metal ringing, echoing through this chamber all the way to you. And as that echo travels across the chamber, the sound of that metal, of that bar pushing down, as it reaches you, it leaves something in its wake. You hear that sound hit you, and as it does, you see almost curling behind that sound wave a form. You see what looks like the ripples that you would see, sort of the air ripple beneath or just above, like a fire. You guys know what that looks like, right? Where it's kind of like warped right above a heat wave. You see this just wall of that very distorted wave-like form start to curl its way up behind it, coming like a wall at you, and it hits you with a bit of a heat. And I would like both of you to make including Fiera, who is also in this chamber right now, to make a wisdom saving throw. And
Is it a magical effect?
And roll initiative. It is a magical effect.
That double check something real quick.
Let's get initiative out as well. Let me clear previous initiative, and let's get that down, because that's important for this moment.
And you said it was a wisdom save?
It'll be a wisdom saving throw.
I typically do very well on these.
Wow.
Very nice.
Wow.
Oof.
You stole Wiffle Spark's thunder.
Who am I missing?
Spark and Fiera.
Just Wiffle Spark. Wiffle Spark and Fiera.
Well, Fiera
will go when Alexander
Kyle
goes.
got it. I'm on there.
You're
I just
on
did
there.
really super awful.
I don't see you at all. Let me
Got a 5.
I got a 5.
Let me add
so.
you, because I don't see you, and I'm gonna put a 5 down.
Oh, I didn't have initiative.
Oh, for initiative.
I was rolling my thing.
Oh
first.
yeah, give me initiative first. Give me initiative. Here, let me kill you on there and give me a new initiative.
Killed you. You're dead.
Okay, that actually is the same thing. Perfect. So I'm gonna skip some turns.
Good.
I'm gonna skip some turns really quick in this first round, because this is the first thing that's happening. None of you would have any moment to react to anything until this happens. Alexandria, you immediately get hit with this wave, and you feel an influence on you that you immediately resist. Wiffle Spark, it hits you fully, and I'm gonna send you a message. That is just for you, bud. Just for my friend. I believe in you too.
You can respond
I really should get that cantrip. I love that cantrip.
I have it. I haven't had a chance to use it in our other game. I have it just for that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right.
I guess I don't need to have it because I can speak telepathically too, so that's kind of cool.
But you can reply to this message.
Yes, they could reply if I did use that instead. That's true.
Let me look at the thing there. Let me actually look at the statistics really quick of what that means. And I'll send you something. Let me just quickly, just to confirm what you can do in the moment, because I want to know what's possible. Okay. I highly suggest looking at the thing that is on there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Look at that and read that so that you know.
Yep.
Okay.
I just have to remember where that is.
Okay. So it you should be able to find it pretty easily in anything.
Yeah, I just had to remember where it was.
And can you make one for Fiera as well, Alexander?
She got a 3.
A 3. Okay, I have to do something there as well. Let's see what happens here.
Do, do, do.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. I'm just trying to
What?
realize what's going on here. Okay. Cool. So, this wave hits you, Alexandria, and nothing happens. You resist whatever influence hits you. Brolin and War, you can see the same wave, but it doesn't pierce past the chamber itself, the balcony, but you can see immediately, and Alexandria, this is going to be evident as well. Whiffle Spark is as still as stone. He is not moving. He is frozen. In that same moment, Fiera hops off the lever and starts nibbling at the mold on the ground.
Alright, Iron Summoner.
Alright. Fiera vanishes. Brolin, War, and Alexandria, you will hear the sound of stone sort of around you as the massive claws of the fiend statue open. Alexandria, from your point of view, you can see what is within them. You see two circular crystals that look like eyes. One is a pale pearl-like color. The other is a scarlet red. Scarlet in the right hand, pale pearl in the left.
Okay. Well, I've got some good news and some bad news. Whiffle Spark is a statue, and they are our eye gems in the grasp of this. Was it Nicanoloth?
Nicanoloth. And for narrative clarity, Whiffle Spark is not stone. He is just currently unmoving. No, we're good.
He is as if stone. He's paralyzed, frozen, something. So, get the I told you so's out before we get underway.
First, I told you. Second, what do you mean he's not moving?
I do believe I'm being very literal with that. He
also,
is as if frozen.
I go out and I Whiffle Spark.
Before you go out,
Oh, okay.
we are still in initiative because this effect doesn't stop. Alexandria, you see a wave coming from the other side again. What do you do? Brolin, you're on deck.
Jesus Christ.
You are tied to a balcony, by the way.
Do I? That's fine.
It is fine. You have ways to get out of this very quickly.
It is coming to me, right? This
It is
wave.
going to be making its way to you at the very, very soon. If you're still in this room at the end of your turn, it's going to hit you.
So it's the whole room is being filled with that
You see it
progressively, or
coming.
is it a wave?
It is coming at you. The wave is a narrative that I am adding to the game. This is an effect that will happen anytime you are in this chamber at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
I'll just Misty Step.
Okay. You out of there.
And then I'll just run back here.
Brolin.
Can I? Okay, so I want to pick up Whiffle Spark and bring him back into the tunnel.
He is tied to a balcony.
How long would it take me to untie him?
Whiffle Spark. I will have Whiffle Spark roll. Basically, I will have Whiffle Spark secret roll me a sleight of hand check. That I will do that right now for me, Whiffle Spark, so I know how good your tie was, and that is
So
going to
sleight
be
of hand or survival.
whichever one you want to use, where you were using to tie yourself down, and that is going to be the DC to get him out, and it will be a full action to do so.
Don't be concerned about him. Grab the things in the hands, and then we'll free Wiffle Spark.
What's in the hands?
The things that we would be dying for, presumably. We
Brolin,
might as
what
well
are you doing?
retrieve them and make his
Where are these where are these crystals again?
You saw
in the
that
hands of the Night Kenneloth.
the hands opened. Yep. Alexander been able to give you that.
So if I walk out here, where I don't.
The statue is
Well,
the
the
star.
big star is a statue.
Okay. I quickly run out and take the crystals out of the eyes.
Okay, yep. Action to grab one, free action to grab the other. You still have remaining movement, and you can move back out.
Yeah, I move back out.
All right, I would like you to add to your inventory now the eyeball crystal, scarlet and
Brolin's
white.
family jewels.
Scarlet and white. Yep. If you do not add those to your sheet, they do not exist. So add them to your sheet.
Right now.
Another dire effect of this tomb.
Yeah. Things vanishing out of our inventories.
Brolin, is at the end of your turn. Use your action, free action of movement.
Yes. Yes.
Wiffle Spark, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
It's all right there.
Okay, thank you. I have
Eye
to use
crystal
some
white
rolls.
and eye crystal scarlet.
Did you get a 5 again? Or you did it
You
secret.
did
okay.
it secret.
I did secret.
I had scrolled up and saw like the end of the chat and was very panicked.
Oh my god.
Alex, I love you, buddy. Oh, you're the best. This could happen to nobody better than you. Okay.
Oh man.
Victor is going to forego his turn, not knowing what to do in this moment, just kind of hearing. I don't even know if is he part of this initiative roll, you guys? Do you want him to be?
No, I prefer to keep him there. Entirely useless.
Okay.
Could
War.
Brolin move past me, or could have moved?
You can
past
move
me?
through. You can move through each other's space. Your space counts as an extra 5 feet of movement through an ally space.
Right. Brolin, I need you to get back further.
Further. All right.
On his next turn. You can't do that right now.
You
You're
can't
in
do that
initiative
right now.
order.
Yeah, we're in initiative.
War's gonna run out here
Okay.
and or wait, will that put me?
So Brolin will be 10 feet of movement to move through, and then it'll be 5 feet to go beyond, so 15,
Okay.
and then.
Okay, I have 40, so I should be fine to get back to where
Yep.
exactly
Yeah, it'll
I
be
am.
20 feet of movement to get to that point that you were just at.
Cool. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to. Okay. So I guess how would this work? If I wanted to cut the rope, could I
It'd be
use
an-
one attack?
It would be an action to cut the rope
Would it?
because
Okay.
I would say if you want to make it an attack and attempt to cut the rope, you can do so with just being an attack. If you're precision cutting this rope, it's different. If you're just going to swing, you can go for it. I will say that Wiffle Spark is a detriment to that if things go wrong, if your roll doesn't go well, because you're just swinging.
Right.
But if you want
Okay.
to just go for a cut, it's a full action and attempt to cut it, and then you make a check
Okay.
without risking Wiffle Spark.
So if I do just the attack,
If you do just the attack, I'm saying if you roll incredibly low, you will probably be hurting your friend.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, but you can go for it.
And if I succeeded,
You would
could I
probably
use
cut
my
the rope.
other
you know.
attack to grapple him?
Yes, you can.
And pull him back?
Yes, you can. But you will be pulling a creature, so you will be at half movement,
Right.
half speed.
Okay.
Which you currently have 20 feet left, and that would duck you to 10.
Okay. I'm gonna use my action to cut the rope then.
Just action to cut the rope. Go ahead and just
Yep.
make a. You can do sleight of hand. You can do strength, athletics, whatever you think would be applicable to you cutting this rope. Taking your full action and full time to apply your blade to the rope, which will be damaged to some degree. Not crazy amount, because Whifflespark's only using the last 40 feet. Okay, yeah, you rip away at the ropes that Whifflespark so carefully used to tie himself securely to the balcony, damaging them in doing so to some degree, but you have Whifflespark effectively free. Still just frozen.
I'll be right back, and then he's gonna go back out here,
Okay.
and then that'll be turn.
Valfine, Alexandria, and Brolin, are you guys doing anything? You combine your turn in some way before Whifflespark's turn, which something will happen on Whifflespark's turn. But if you guys stay here, nothing dangerous will happen to you.
Yeah.
Just kind of look back at Alexandria like, what's going on in there?
I move back a little bit. And go, there we
Heat
go.
waves that have some sort of mental side effect.
I got those 2 crystals. And I hold them up.
Yeah, you can
Good.
see them. Victor kind of looks at them. Odd.
Can we?
Everything's odd here.
Do we even know what those do?
No idea.
Thankfully, nothing bad just from touching them.
Whifflespark, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Thank you for testing that, by the way, Brolin. I appreciate it.
You just thought I was gonna die, didn't you?
No. But I can guarantee that when we throw that lever again, those hands are going to close. So we might as well make do of Whifflespark's potential sacrifice.
War. It's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna come out here, grab Whifflespark, and then
Okay.
drag him back, and that would put, like, that's as far as I can get back.
Okay.
Dragging.
Absolutely.
Is he sharing a space with me, or is he still in the?
He is. We'll say he is sharing. Because of Whifflespark's stature, he can share the same space as you.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
a smaller creature. Nice.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or gnome? Gnome?
Yep.
Yes.
For the purpose of carrying somebody who is effectively incapacitated, I will say they can share your space for this moment. Makes sense to me.
Roland, we're gonna need you.
All right, I'm coming. What do you need me for?
As Whifflespark leaves the chamber, there is no current threat. We can leave initiative.
That was 3, right, Ed?
3 what? 3 rolls?
3 rounds.
That was 3 rounds, and I'm gonna whisper you one more thing to help you out here.
Yep.
Depending.
Though I do suppose we no longer need to go through that way.
Right, but what's the purpose of these eyes? And what happened to
Well,
Whifflespark?
To look at them is to imagine they are magical in nature. So I imagine we'll discover that in time.
Oh, we're out of initiative?
You're out of initiative.
Roland? Spark is frozen? Can you do anything?
Yeah, that's right. Let me take a look at him. I want to roll a first check. I want to roll is a medicine check.
Yeah, you'll make a medicine check on Whifflespark. Go for it.
Yeah. So let me go. My +6 in medicine.
Medically, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with him. But you can only assume with his current state, it must be something higher than a natural cause.
Can I roll an arcana check?
You may. No clue. Whifflespark is not moving as far as you can deduce, and it's he's not moving of his own volition. You're not sure what's going on.
Is he war? Is he stiff as a board, or is he free hanging, or what? Like,
Was he ragdoll or stiff?
He is stiff. He's completely stiff. Probably like. What's your pose? What's your pose right now, Wifflespark?
Wibblespark is still in the rope pulling pose because
Yeah.
he just pulled the lever.
Yeah. So he's just stuck like this. I think Fenrir is probably whining, just around him.
Calm down, boy. I'll figure this out. God, if I was just a little
Here's-
stronger.
he isn't petrified because he's not made of stone.
Paralyzed.
I slap him.
Brolin,
Well, I'm out of ideas.
you don't just go slapping him.
Do you have like a restoration spell or
Oh,
something?
why'd you hit me?
What? Did it really work?
Oh.
He doesn't say anything.
Okay.
I was like,
That's Alex. Just
Oh,
messing
that
with
would have been so great.
Oh man.
It's a paralysis that when you deal a point of damage, it's fine.
He gets temporary life. Yeah.
no, I don't have a spell that could do this. I know Iku knew one, but I don't know one personally.
If it's a curse, I can fix it. I wonder if it's likely an effect that would cease if the lever were thrown again.
Do we know how to get there from the other side?
It's a simple matter. It just depends on whether or not I'm going to need that spell later. It has been a while. How long until we will be resting again?
To be able
Real
to
world, it's been a while. I don't remember.
again, you can rest at any time, but to rest, it just means you're letting the day kind of fly by. Like if you guys want to go for a rest, you could chill here for 8 hours and then sleep 8 hours from now. As far as
Right.
like time, I'm kind of basing that off of completion of a floor personally, and kind of where I feel like enough time. It is a DM call essentially when I think that you can immediately rest right now. But again, you guys can rest whenever you want. You're just going to be allotting a lot of time to happen between when you actually go to sleep and when you're just
Gotcha.
chilling.
Okay. I feel like that's getting stacked on a clock somewhere.
Maybe.
Victor,
Well-
I don't know if maybe Victor, can you take a look at him? Do you know what this is?
Let me see.
Can if he's making an Arcana check, can I assist him?
Yeah, if you would like Victor to start with an Arcana and have him be assisted.
I'll give him advantage. Yeah, I'll just help him. Maybe because I'm proficient in Arcana, so
Yeah.
maybe examine him.
Sure.
Are we also certain that the effect is still happening? Can anybody have sight of the room? Do they still seem to be-
Yeah, War was there. You guys pulled Wifflespark into this chamber?
Mm.
Yeah. Somebody who has Wifflespark?
I'd still have to control him.
Brolin.
Oh. Somebody okay, Brolin has Wifflespark. Alright, be in Brolin's space. Let's make that Arcana check with advantage.
Mhm.
He's being helped.
Valthane is helping.
Let me just click that. Do it. Let's see what we got. Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Yeah. He let me just read something really quick. Looks and he just says, I am unsure if he is affected by some form of... I'm not so sure that it is magic. I think that its source maybe definitely could have been, but the effect that is ailing our little friend here is... I believe it is madness.
The well, non-magically induced.
It is most likely magically induced, but the madness itself holds no arcane property. Whatever the magic did, if it was magic, and I have a feeling it was, knowing this place, it has influenced his mind to convince itself to not move. He kind of looks for a moment and says, "It could be something that wears off, it could not, I'm not sure."
We
I
could,
could try something.
willing to, sure.
What are you trying?
I will try to... It may be a waste of time. If I cast Dispel Magic, I wonder if I will be able to at least remove the intent of the spell and convince Whifflespark that he can move to cure his madness. I'm not sure it will work. It is a theory. Maybe a wasted slot, or circle, rather, but I'm willing to try.
That seems
And-
pretty routine.
We are positive slapping him hard enough is not going to. Yield results.
Unless a slap can get inside of his head. If you could slap his mental self, perhaps.
Sadly, I don't have that kind of power. Yet.
So, shall I try?
Anyone else object?
That's not my circle being burned.
All right. He backs up a little bit, and let me see. The spell itself can be done in one action. It will take an object. It is verbal and somatic, so he'll be able to do it effectively, effective immediately. So he backs up and begins to cast a spell. We see these runes form before him as each comes into frame, forming a full circle, and he pushes forward what seems like a hand reaching out into Whifflespark, and you see it draw these cords out of thin air and pull back on them as he attempts to cast Dispel Magic. And I have to roll a thing. High is good, low is bad. Low is bad. He goes to pull on the strings, and all the cords slip through the ethereal hand. No use. It is
Of
not a
course that
magical
won't
effect.
work. Jeez. Why'd you hit me, Brolin?
Whifflespark speaks.
What?
Sir?
Maybe it did work. I could be wrong. He kind of looks down at his. Victor looks down at his hands, very convinced in his face that that spell did not work, did not succeed. And he just sort of
I
dusts his
suppose
hands.
He is convinced that it works. And that is all that need happen, right?
Yeah, Whifflespark's form loosens up. You feel your back crack a little bit.
Full Spark, how are you feeling?
I'm fine, except for getting slapped in the face.
I told Brolin not to do that. I don't.
What? Your mind isn't feeling fuzzy?
Fine.
Really, you were laying there prostrate for a bit.
I was just thinking about things.
Usually you think on your feet. You're pretty quick.
Well, there
believe
was a
that's
lot
the
to think
expression.
about.
Any conclusions?
That room is bad.
That room is both bad and filled with 140 feet of rope.
150 feet of rope. but-
150 feet of rope. That's true.
My
That is,
calculations.
that is
Yeah.
true.
Well, what do you make of these crystals then? Any thoughts?
Where'd those come from?
Oh, when we pulled the lever, the statue's eyes opened, and these two eyes. Here, just take them. He hands you the gems.
I investigate the gems. With
Yeah, make an
Arcana check, I
investigation
guess.
check. Or an arcana check, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see if they're magical more than anything else.
Sure. War stepping out to look back into the chamber. You still see those
My
waves
rolls are
coming
staying
consistently.
consistent today.
They seem mundane stones,
Okay.
other than they're carved to look like eyes. And
I've got the red
stone
eye
is
and the
colored.
white eye.
Scarlet and pearl, yes.
Okay.
Might be able to flip the lever if I can do enough.
Right, Spark,
'cause
are you
now
taking the
those
eyes?
are-
Yeah, I got handed them, so I'm putting them in my inventory.
Brolin, remove them from your inventory. So we don't have doubles.
Roger.
Because now whatever those are missing, if we flip the lever, you think something's going to happen differently?
I'm thinking just to get our rope back. But
Oh, well, that's a good enough reason.
so like in between waves I could run out there, use an action to try to pull the rope up to try to flip the lever, but it's 150 feet, so it'd be probably difficult.
Given, 2 of the ropes are silk ropes, so they're not particularly heavy. It's only like 20 pounds of rope.
Yeah, not the worst.
Could get someone to help you pull the rope, and then also duck back in.
I'm your dwarf.
I think everyone except... Oh wait, Brolin is actually strong. I
Yeah.
forgot Brolin.
That's
from
super strong too. Yeah. If you want
Rolling
anyone pulling anything, it's probably him.
Yeah, do you and Brolin want to try to retrieve the rope?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you don't mind.
absolutely.
Let's do it.
So
One of you would be
So the-
rolling with advantage.
the thought here is to go out there, try to flip the lever, and if it doesn't work, run back in,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll reassess.
Yeah, mechanically, I will not put this as a step-to-step scenario because it'll get way too number punchy. So I'm going to give you guys one roll with advantage that will represent multiple attempts, and if it succeeds or fails, it means that multiple attempts failed or multiple attempts succeeded. So,
Makes sense.
so one of
So
you is
roll and
rolling.
roll with
yeah.
advantage.
What's your roll to strength?
You have a higher. I
No,
have
I-
7.
it-
Definitely have a higher.
No, yours is -5. I don't have proficiency in strength.
like-
It's not a save.
If it's just a strength check or an athletics,
It
I
could be
don't have.
strength or it could be athletics. A
Yeah,
strength-based
I have
skill.
+3 to either of.
A saving throw would work as well here, since you are trying to do this quickly. Whatever you think is appropriate to the
Okay,
scene.
mine's +5. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay, you may roll with advantage.
Oof.
It is a difficult task. You try multiple times as you might, but the way that the rope that didn't quite get cut is still tied. Alexandria's side of the rope still being tied to her side of the balcony since she's zooped out of it, but those rope loops are still there.
I don't think they're probably connected.
Well, I thought we were using the same little rope. It's
Yeah,
fine
but
either way. I'm
I
just
handed
trying
the
to.
remainder to Alexandria.
Oh yeah,
So
it has
probably
no
cut.
it has no weight of success or failure. The dice do here, and the dice did not succeed. But I'm trying to think of extra narrative reasons as to why you were unable to retrieve the rope after multiple attempts. The knot on the other side, unfortunately, Fira not being there. The situation of just you and Brolin War going back and forth, or Brolin and War, you guys going back and forth, doesn't work out in the few times that you try, and you are, breathing. No exhaustion point or anything, but it's not working. It's just too tied up. It's all it's across the room. Having to retrieve it from 100 feet is a very get back over there. It's not working out, unfortunately, for what you guys are doing. Something else maybe.
I think I can think of is trying to find the other side of that door, which, as far as I
think we
know,
what it is.
I don't think we do.
I think we do. I think it's through the Minotaur thing that the two of us saw.
That might take us to the death barrel.
Yeah, I
But-
think it's on the other side of the death barrel.
That could be.
Could be.
And
We get through the Minotaur.
the switch is only like 15 feet from
Are we
the
sure?
the exit from the tunnel to the on the side. Remember?
Are we sure that's not the death tunnel?
Which one?
The one that we're just in. We're pretty sure that's not like the death one where the guy threw the switch on us.
Oh no, that
That's up this
spawn.
way.
There was
That's up a
lightning
little
and
ways.
blades and
Right.
Yeah, that's we found that. That is over about here.
Because I didn't know if this enchantment was part of "Don't move, I'm gonna murder your ass right now."
No.
Actually,
Okay.
that was the part up.
All right.
Here?
That was my.
I'm guessing.
Okay. I can't see out there, but I trust you.
Oh, sorry. Over that way.
Gotcha.
Well, we could go back to the water room for now and try to figure that out.
You might as well pull in the rope that's cut.
Yeah, you could have easily collected that.
I can mage hand pull it without
Yeah.
risking you guys.
Yeah.
You
Does
know.
anybody in the party have mending?
Yes.
Then
I do.
Then it's probably about 50 feet of rope.
Okay. I'll just leave that in my inventory. 50 feet of silk.
Even with the mage hand, we could untie the knot that's like 10 feet out from the balcony and just
Yeah.
get that last 50-foot of rope, and that would
Yeah.
be just one rope. We'd
Yeah.
lose two. So
I can mend it, wrap it off. I'll keep the silk rope in my inventory, so if anyone else has any, just dump it.
Easily done, no problem. From
Yeah.
the safety
I'm gonna
of
mark
the
my
alcove.
silk rope as in the angry chamber.
I put a thing, a little piece of graphic in there to remind me that there's some rope 100 feet of rope hanging across.
In the angry room.
Mine is now silk rope in the angry room without the check mark on
yes.
Okay.
it. So it doesn't count towards weight.
Yeah, Victor when he sees people leaving, Victor uncomfortable in this very tight space with so many people will also choose to exit. Yes, let's get back out of there. It's claustrophobic.
Forget here. Are the weapons attached or are they carving or are they held?
No, what's your passive perception?
A lot.
It's like 19.
19.
You don't think they're a part of the statue?
Yeah, I think the walk through the water with weapons in hand is probably take a weapon off the wall, walk through the
Yeah.
waterfall over there.
Mine's
What choices
23.
do I have?
What'd you say?
I was just wondering what choices I have. I don't remember anymore.
Oh, of course. So we have statues lining either side. Luckily enough, they mirror each other on either side of the hall. And I'll start from the bottom where Valfine is, all the way up to this square here. So starting here, we have a stork holding a hand axe, a male stork. We have a panther male holding a blowgun. Remember, it's just the heads that are these shapes. All the rest is humanoid. We have a hawk female that is unarmed. We have a male goat with a sickle. We have a frog female with a trident. And, did I do this wrong? Oh, the names go under. Okay, so let me start over. Stork, male, hand axe. Next is lizard, female, mace. Next is panther, male, blowgun. Next is hawk, female, unarmed. Next is goat, male, sickle. And last is frog, female, trident. I missed one, so we're good. And they mirror each other on either side. So there's a
Pair of weapons for
a
each?
pair of weapons for each.
And is the unarmed one the same on both sides?
Yes. They are all perfect mirrors of each other. Yep. And then there is the waterfall where you can see a reflection of this room beyond it, looking back at you. You're not in
Yes,
that
I'm in.
reflection, though.
I'm gonna become thematic and go grab the a trident or try and pull a trident off the wall.
Okay. That is right at the end near the so you could go here or the other side. There's two
I want the
female
sides
frogs.
one.
Okay. Yeah, and you want to just grab trident.
Are you sure you want to be doing this?
You reach out as War says that.
I slow down as Ward says that.
Yeah, your hands are just a few inches from the trident, held up just like this.
You know, just had an experience. Figured if you don't want to be doing all of this,
Well, we have instructions on this one. There's no instructions for that last one.
that is
Well, should we pair up?
I think the yellow banner took whatever was in the unarmed person.
might be.
I feel like that bodes not well,
Considering they didn't get back.
considering the weapons haven't been replaced by the tomb's keepers.
I've been killing them at a kind of alarming rate.
Yes, but we haven't been in this part of the tomb. And
There
as we
has
saw
been a
from
lot
the
of
lower
genocide now that you mention it.
As we saw from the lower levels, there are countless of them. I think they have already had their seats filled by replacements.
So what is your suggestion?
It's not a suggestion, it's just a concern.
Oh,
Well, I'm going to investigate the trident and see if there's a way to remove it without breaking the statue.
Okay. Investigation without touching, that makes sense, because you're just kind of putting together clues. Do you want to use investigation or perception? It's up to you.
Investigation.
Okay, investigation you can do, and you are still not touching it from the warning from War. We're just trying to put together clues of what you can currently see
Correct.
to kind of come with a conclusion. Go for it.
Pulling down my goggles for this.
Yeah, pulling down your goggles. It looks like, as you pull down your goggles and you stare at it, that it seems to be a standard weapon made of steel, most likely, maybe some parts iron. Well crafted, well forged. You can see it is definitely Chultan in make, but a little bit older. You're guessing this must be an Omnuan relic. It would have to be. It definitely holds some stylistic sort of metalwork from what Chultans probably derived from their ancestors, 500, 200, however, it was 200 years ago. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece of metalwork. There's nothing extraordinary about it beyond what I've described to you there.
Does it look like it removes easily?
With a 10 investigation and your passive perception being as high as it would, yeah, looks like you could probably pull it right out between its hands.
Little Spark. Would you like me to untouch lift it?
Well, that might be a good idea. While he's doing, or she's doing that, Whifflespark is going to go look at the unarmed one and look to see if there's any wear on the hands where there would have been a weapon.
Yeah, the unarmed on this side.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think that's the right spot.
Valfine, you're using your mage hand to lift a trident?
Yes.
Yeah. You are able to lift it from the statue, and the statue is now unarmed, and there is a floating trident just in front of it.
There's one across the way, right? Identical to this one.
Yep.
Unless it means with weapon in their hands.
I think it would have been more specific.
I was checking to see if there's where the
Nowhere.
hand thing. Nowhere. Okay.
Walk through water with weapon in hand.
Weapon in hand.
It could be we grab a weapon and walk through, or it could be we have to put weapons in their hand.
In order to open the waterfall.
Well, then that would be a ridiculously easy challenge, since all of these already have weapons, save for the one.
Right. Well,
we could-
two, but yeah.
Place any old weapon in that hand.
The one pair.
They seem to be pretty normal weapons.
You're
Well-
just searching statues on this side, right, Whifflespark? Sorry, you can continue. I just
Yes,
wanna confirm.
just
Good.
this side. I happen to be doing this side.
Right.
I don't know why.
Go ahead.
We could
Allison.
do both.
I think.
Fill the hands and take the... Sorry, go ahead, Alexander.
Do we have enough spare weapons to give them
Oh, I'm pretty sure
Well, feel free.
I've got a dagger.
Yeah, I think I have 5 javelins even.
Oh,
So
there
I
you go.
could do that.
Javelin apiece.
Question is, do we want to just put javelins in these two? It looks like no one has put things in, at least the one I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nowhere.
Yeah. Do they look like they could be holding something?
They have their arms out like they would be willing to like accept something, but their arms are sort of out. There's just nothing in them. So two hands sort of like this. It is a similar posture to what probably the lizard holding the mace is like, but they have no mace.
Valthian will replace the trident.
All right, you slide it back between the hands, and it rests gently.
We're trying that way out first. We may as well fill them.
Well, that's what I was saying. We can do both. We can take a weapon and replace them all. That way, we have both of those cases covered.
We could, but technically we're all carrying weapons, so it doesn't really...
I'm wondering if they're these specific weapons that you have to have. If you would have to have it, because they're a piece of the puzzle, right? So you would either have to have that weapon, or you'd have to give up your own to, like, that kind of thing. So we could do both, where we take tridents or whatever and throw javelins in their place, and then fill the other 2 hands. And then we have both cases covered at least. So.
Okay. Yeah, if that's what we want to do, we put the javelins, pull in Indiana Jones, and
When we put the javelins there, I look at the reflection, and do I see the javelins in their hands, or?
So let's do order of operations here. What is happening? Are we taking out javelins? So before you look into anything with Spark to see what the other side looks like, what action is going on? Because I haven't heard any full confirmation yet. Are we taking what are we doing? We're taking a trident with the mage hand?
We're taking the weapons from the statues and replacing them with javelins. So
all of them are being replaced with javelins.
We're recycling them all out. Yes.
And then even the empty ones, I'm gonna fill as well.
Okay, so
we're just taking the tridents, right? Is that what's happening?
Oh yeah, are you taking all the weapons?
Start front to back if we want. Yep, tridents first, and then make our way down.
He's asking just tridents or
yeah.
tridents?
I only have 5 javelins, so I wouldn't be able to do all of them.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But I could give up some other stuff too. But
we can start with the 2 tridents. We'll just place those first.
Okay. With Spark, you would see on the other side, the reflection does not change. On top of not holding any of you in it, none of you are in the reflection. The weapons do not disappear.
So it might mirror of the room, but not like an actual reflection of us.
It might just be the other side.
Could be. Not sure.
Yeah,
nothing changes. Nothing changes on the other side. That reflection has not changed, and you have not been in it. So
and just to double check, the unarmed statues, their reflection is also unarmed?
The reflection in the other chamber shows an exact mimic of this room. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Other than you guys and the weapons you just exchanged.
Yeah.
So the tridents are removed. You're putting javelins in both of where the tridents were.
Yes.
And you're putting a javelin in the unarmed.
Correct.
Okay.
Both of them.
Perfect. Yep. You put one in this side. It goes into its hand. You put one in this side, and it falls to the floor. You pick it up and try to put it in again, and it passes through the hands.
Is this at the trident spot or at the?
No, this is at the unarmed statue right here.
I try to touch the hand.
Your hand passes through it.
I investigate because I believe that's the thing to see through illusion.
Yeah. You don't have to make an investigation check.
When you touch it, it becomes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have found something. Oh, well, yeah.
Well,
It as you step.
We can't put weapons in this one's hand.
Um,
Maybe
so
this
with Spark, your investigation reveals an alcove on the other side of this statue.
Look in the alcove. What's in the alcove?
You pass your head through the alcove, and you see what looks to be let me make sure I got this here. Yep,
A gold skull.
a gold skull. No. You see a plinth, a single plinth. It is bearing a crystal eyeball, 1 inch in diameter, identical
What color is this one?
to the others. It is purple, a pale purple eyeball.
I have. I point it out and request a mage hand removal just for safety reasons.
That's Dalphine's removal service right here.
You are able to mage hand this item, and you have it inside of the palm of the arcane hand.
Who's taking it?
I can add it to the pile. I've got the other two.
You
Pile
touch
of
it.
eyeball.
I'll touch it once it's mage handed.
You
Yeah.
feel the weight of a crystal stone in your hand, and nothing happens.
And it was purple, this one?
It's purple.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Okay, we've got scarlet, purple, and pearl.
They're just poke.
Huh. Now we need to find a blue one,
Where are the tridents?
And then-
Just on the ground.
pink one, and then we have the crystal gems.
Yeah, it set them down like on the floor.
So
No
the
one's
tridents
holding
are on the
them.
ground, one at Brolin's feet, the other just sitting there.
Oh,
So,
should we
Weapons
try
in
going
hand?
across? I guess
try.
with some of their weapons, seeing as there's no way to
No way
keep
to hold-
javelin there.
might as well pick up your javelin.
Yeah.
Two, I guess.
I'll have 2.
Yeah, we can reset the tridents as he takes the javelins out.
Well,
Or,
Oh no, he was gonna use one of the tridents. I was saying the javelin that's on the ground he should pick.
right.
right.
Or are you grabbing a trident?
Oh yeah,
Warren?
Not yet.
pass through. Yeah, they're just laying there.
Yeah, they're just laying there, one at Brolin's foot, the other in the water near Valfine.
Who wants to try?
We'll give it a try, I suppose.
I could give it a try.
Oh,
There's
I have a
two.
plan.
Oh,
We can we can see if this is see-through or not, and have go with send Puppo through with the trident in mouth.
could do that, or I could wave one between the waterfalls or waterfall, whatever it is.
Try to that? The mage hand?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I feel
So
like that's our
trident-
safest bet so far.
yeah. So we
Try
don't.
it out.
Yeah. So she'll kind of lift one and pass it through with the fork end.
Okay. Brolin, were you grabbing one too?
Yeah, I grab one.
Hold, Brolin. Let me just. I don't want to risk anyone.
Oh, okay. You grab the trident, and you with
Long ways
long
in.
ways in. It goes through the waterfall and is seen in the reflection on the other side. So is your arcane hand.
Can I spin it? Does
You
it
spin it and turn. It is on the other side of the reflection.
Well,
While she's holding the mage hand out, can she stick her hand through the water?
Yeah. You put your hand through the water, you feel it cool, and your hand goes to the other side, and you can see it back at you.
Step through slowly.
Okay. You move to step through. As you do, I'm going to put you on the other side, Valfine.
Okay.
I would like everyone to make a strength saving throw right now.
Oh.
okay.
I rolled a 20.
Very good. Very good.
I don't have. Not.
I haven't rolled above a 10
also have a
today.
20.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty 20.
We got,
After when I rolled 2 20s, and then I've rolled below 10 for everything else.
only have Victor roll too, since he is out and about here with you. Strength. Oof, Victor. Gotta work out a little bit, buddy. Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
All right. The minute Valfine passes through the curtain, you see her on the other side, and the minute you do, that side of the wall for both of you, Valfine looking back, all of you looking towards Valfine, the waterfall expands in milliseconds, and immediately a flood of water pushes on either side and crashes into all of you. So I'm going to roll some damage, and we're going to see who is thrown prone to the back of the room and who is just thrown prone where they're standing. So let us see as this huge wave of water casts on either side and just fills the chamber, slamming you into the wall on the other side.
Technicality. God damn it.
Let's see.
This is a strength save, so my evasion doesn't kick in.
Okay.
You could add one at a time, dear.
Starting from the top. Brolin, you are knocked prone, but you are not moved, and you will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as the water slams into you face first. A massive tidal wave, as if it was coming from way, way far out in the tide, hits you full force. It is the same experience for the rest of you as we go down. Valfine, you are carried with the tide as you are slammed all the way into this wall. On the opposite end, you are knocked prone, and you will take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as you are slammed into the wall. It is a similar experience for you, Alexandria, as you are also knocked prone. Please apply 13 points of bludgeoning damage to you, to your person, as you are slammed into the wall. Whiffle Spark, a similar experience for you as well as you slam into the wall. Please apply 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Would Victor get advantage because I'm in front of him?
No. it is this entire chamber filling with water. In mere moments. Victor will slam into the wall as well, is knocked prone. I'm applying the prone marker to you guys. Remember to remove it when you do stand. If you are able to stand up, you should be able to stand up after this. Hopefully this doesn't kill anybody. So he'll take the full, and War, you are knocked prone but stay in place and take 6 points. So this water crashes to either side of the wall, almost filling the entire chamber. And the moment either side of the wave hits the wall, its effect gone off. The water cascades, but barely makes it into the holes and the crevices, leaving this chamber. The water dissipates like magic the moment it goes to leave, and the room is fairly dry again, except for the level of water in the ground. But you are all soaked to the bone and thrown off your kilter. Some of you hurt very badly by that effect.
So I vote we wait in the hallway.
Yeah.
Brolin or War tries to walk through while actually holding a trident.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Give me that trident.
You are prone.
I get up.
Go ahead and remove the prone effect from your token.
Okay.
Yep. Go back into secret hallway.
Okay.
All right. I pick up a trident and I go through the.
Wait for everybody to be clear.
That's fair. Everybody get up.
Victor clambers up and will help Alexandria. Are you okay?
No.
Before this happens, I look on the other side. Do I see Valfine?
You do. Valfine, what do you do in this moment as you...
Oh, back damage.
She's just kind of laying there for a minute.
The trident is splashed up nearby you as well.
Ow. She's gonna like slowly sit up like an old lady.
Bro, didn't make sure Valfine's also out of the way on the other side.
Yeah, Brolin gestures to Brolin.
I'm actually joining War's side.
Brolin gestures to Valfine to get out of the way.
So, Valfine, your environment is a little bit different than that other side, but it is mimicked in some way. You do see there is a passage similar to before, but it immediately turns to the north, and you do see purple That purple slime, some eyes open up to stare at you in pain, and look at you as you're over there, and you see a similar passage, small passage between the feet of the stork with the hand axe.
Interesting. Can I check for traps before I step into this space?
Yeah, make a perception check. Before, as Brolin, you see Valfine dusting herself off and kind of getting a look at her surroundings.
Okay. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna look over here real quick.
Doesn't seem to be trapped in any way, just at least
My
that
laser eyes
opening
don't
there.
see anything. Okay.
All right, Brolin, the passage is clear.
There's a thumbs up.
All right, he takes the halberd, the trident in both hands, and he
Take the
rushes
trident?
through.
You grab
He
the
rushes
trident and
through.
nothing happens. You rush through, and you were already wet, so it's just kind of getting more wet as you splash your way through to the other side, Brolin. Nothing happens.
That was weird. Valfine.
There are now... Yep, you have a trident in your hand. There's a trident on the ground near Valfine.
Valfine, are you all right?
Bruised ego. But I'm fine.
Yeah, those guys are a
So
little banged
the
up
trap
today.
ones probably don't matter. Sorry.
I don't think so. I think we were overcomplicating it. Just grab something and walk through the water.
You can hear your friends speak on the other side. It's very... hearing them through water, but...
Throw some tridents through us. You have them all.
What?
Well, we could probably take. War's gonna take take his javelins back, and then
Brolin throws the trident through.
It goes through and clambers onto the other side.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll pick that up.
You grab it.
We actually need. Like, I guess to get back through, we'll have to do this again, where we throw a trident.
Maybe.
They should have 4 on their side, right?
There are 3 on their side, 2 in the hands of statues, 1 on the floor at the back of that chamber, and there's a 4th.
Yeah,
in
I'm just saying
War's hand.
there was 4 on their side at one point.
At one point there
And
was
then they
before
threw one.
Brolin threw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
There's 4 of
Well-
us.
I'll take a trident. Is the room clear on the other side?
Brolin is standing in the center, talking to Valfine.
Guys, move.
Oh, sorry. Where do you want me to move?
He's talking to
Like,
me.
Wherever
So
you're
move.
safe.
She's gonna carefully move to the corner.
Yeah.
of this.
You look up the passage, Valfine, and you see it leads further to the north. It's choked in quite a few places with that purple mold. It seems to be everywhere. There is a passage leading to the west, and a passage at the very end of the hall leading to the west at the end of the hall, east in the midway point.
All right,
Okay.
Roland, get out of the splash
Flash
zone.
zone.
Get out of the wave pool.
Get out of the.
All right, the hallway is clear, War. That's what you were waiting
And
for.
stepping through.
You step through and no problems.
So we made it stupid. Or I
Okay.
made it stupid.
Well, this seems to work. He'll chuck the trident back through, and then
It
come
clambers, ting-ting-ting to the ground.
I asked him to throw through a couple, just so in case.
Now, do you want to disarm these other statues?
back. Yeah.
Okay, you take both.
Yep.
All right, yeah,
And
you
I'll
can.
throw 'em across.
Yep, you throw them through. Ting 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 ting.
I also want to try to javelin, set things in the empty hands again on this side.
Yeah, you can. And when you go to set them into the empty hands of this female hawk unarmed, it passes through.
Valfine.
Am I allowed to enter the room?
Yeah, we're not going through.
Yeah, hold
Okay. What you got? More? What's going on?
Same as the other side, I think. But check, please.
Can I see if there is an alcove behind this one?
You can, and there is. You look behind it, and just as the image in the other, just as all other things in the chamber opposite, it does seem to mirror effectively. As you see a plinth with a lime green stone, an eye staring back at you.
Gonna snap my finger and
You grab it. off the
hand it
plinth.
out.
And you can add that to your inventory.
Lime-colored eye crystal.
Lime-colored eye crystal.
We have 4 of these now.
Yeah, we've got scarlet, purple, pearl, and lime.
Where do they go?
I don't know.
Alright, I'll step into here to...
Yeah, do we want to
Yeah,
try to get the rest of the party to pass through? Is that the plan?
Boy.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
You all can do so, similar to the last companion that you have. So long as you are holding that trident, you all pass through with no problem.
I toss a trident back through for my companion to pick up one in his teeth and follow us through.
Absolutely. Companions we don't have to worry about in this scenario. Where
Hey,
are
look-
the tridents? Are they all staying on this side?
All 4 are on this side now.
All 4 are on this side, thank you.
Yeah, fuck them.
Why didn't Victor have to carry anything? What an asshole.
Well, we had 3 over there, so Victor, Alexandria, and Wifflespark all could have one.
Right, but Ed said don't worry about companions in this scenario, and I was like, oh, wow, jeez, what an asshole. Okay.
Only because it's not something we have to get into. They can pass through easily now.
The adventure didn't account for, yeah.
Oh no, it did. I'm just not going to sit here while we illustrate the same thing 3 more times for everybody.
So, I vote secret tunnel before gooey tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should
I like
probably.
that.
Yeah, I agree.
I will head down the secret tunnel with War.
Okay, goodbye.
You coming, Victor?
I'll let you take the lead since you have better perception than I do.
Perfect. As Wifflespark passes you, Wifflespark, stay right there for me. Don't move.
Okay.
Did we not check for traps and not see it?
Give me a second. Don't worry about it.
Oh no!
Everybody chill exactly where they are. I just have to see something. It's important.
I will remember you.
The walls go.
Will you remember me?
Wifflespark, you have your companion at your side, right?
Yes.
Perfect. The minute Wifflespark riding his companion, I imagine, is you. That's kind of your neutral mode, right?
Yeah, it's my neutral thing. Is I'm
Yep.
riding him.
The minute they pass you, War, this is a very narrow causeway. The minute they pass you, you immediately see the causeway close behind you, and you hear a grinding in front of you, and the passageway is completely blocked, War, for about 3 or 4 seconds, and then it opens again. And you see a clear passage to the other side, War. Wifflespark, you feel yourself sink. And the hall that you are within turns on its side. And you are sealed in to a very tiny hallway with your companion. War, something to note. You see something halfway through the passageway you are in. So just for the flavor text, with a loud grinding noise, this section of crawlway begins to rotate, instantly cutting off the exits ahead and behind. You feel the passage sink about 5 feet as it turns. After a few seconds, it comes to a stop and the grinding abates. You see War halfway through the tunnel, right at the middle, what looks to be skeletal remains. As the new tunnel rotates into place, your friend no longer there. You see a skeletal corpse lying on the floor of that tunnel about 10 feet away.
War?
This
Guys,
hallway turns people into skeletons.
No.
I think this rotated, tripping a trap of some kind here. Somebody died to this.
What kind of trap? What are you looking at?
You should be good up till the corner. You want to come here. Wiffle Spark just kind of disappeared. The wall hit there, and now their skeleton remains there. So I don't know if this just rotates to the point that, like, there's somebody else was trapped in the other side. Maybe if we trip it again without somebody in it, we can rotate them back.
Would we have enough time for a reaction to that happening?
A reaction to what happening?
The hallway turning.
No, it was too fast. There was no time to react.
Shit.
War stepped in front of, Wiffle Spark stepped in front of War, and Wiffle Spark was gone. The hallway is about this thin, and it was immediately, it was like a stone door shifted right in front of War, and then revealed this sort of opening.
I would like to cast a spell.
Yes, you may. What spell?
Alright. I am going to cast Misty Step.
Okay,
I'm going to go here.
you to the other side. You may spend the spell slot. Nothing happens. You're safe.
I may spend a spell slot.
You will spend a spell slot.
Damn. Fine.
Unless you're a Fey Child, which you get to do it for free once every short rest.
I would like to adjust my character background.
Not mid game.
gave us the-
Not mid
he
game.
gave-
Next
he
game.
gave us the-
Yeah.
he gave
I
us the
absolutely did. Not during the game though.
Alexandria, why are your ears so pointy all of a sudden? I don't.
I'm an elf now.
I thought you hated those.
Well, we can certainly try and discuss a means to get him out, but it does seem relatively simple.
You guys even see where he is?
Well, I'm assuming he's trapped in some kind of tunnel rotisserie.
Well, throw
Well,
something
can
in
you-
the tunnel to get it to turn again.
Brolin!
Can you find the
Ugh.
trigger to it, Valfine?
I can.
I go up. Okay. He's trapped, right?
One step past me is.
You're
the
not
corner
sure.
is fine.
He might have turned to bones. There's a bone pile in the center of the center of the thing.
War! No!
No, but War's right there. Brolin, get out of the tunnel. Get out. Get out of there. Hang on a second. Please don't. Right
Up to
here,
the-
you're not going to be bones.
Up to the corner should be fine.
So here or next.
Next.
Oh boy.
All it was a hallway, and it as soon as he stepped there, he was gone.
Can I scan this hallway like with a perception check? Do I see any kind of like gears moving, any kind of moving parts?
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Or the
Determined.
or like a pressure plate would be the other thing.
Yeah. Or something not good.
Make
Where's
a
my-
perception check as you're looking around. Oh boy. Yeah, your detect traps is you're probably frustrated that you were not the first person to walk down this hall. Valfine, as you see the seam going straight through, all the way up and all the way around. As you kind of search it, kind of test it, kind of prod it a little bit in the situation that you're looking at, this is a very complex trap. You feel as though if anyone were to walk in the center, probably more than 50 pounds, it would trigger this spin. You're not sure how many layers it has to it. what the situation is, but you are looking at a cylinder leveled spinning trap of death. And it is obviously of death, as you can stare at one of its most recent, well, don't know how recent it is because it's bones now, victims at the center.
Why didn't you guys send me in first? This is unbelievable.
You would
Can I
notice with your
determine
perception
how-
check, one more thing. The skeleton in the center, luckily, is not a gnome skeleton, but that of a dragonborn.
Okay, so at least that's not Professor on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know how many chambers this goes up or down, but he is in there. And unless you can put a significant amount of weight to trigger it again and maybe cycle him back.
Wait, where? He disappeared when he was right in front of me, or like halfway down the hallway?
I assume we're dealing with an adamantine fan situation where the entire thing is set to move.
If it's that, I could try smacking the ground in front
Does
of me.
Alexandria
There.
Does Alexandria still have Dimension Door? But that's passing through stone.
Only problem with Dimension Door is that I need to be able to visualize
Twice.
the area. I did not see the hallway he was in, so they're all identical. So if it's a rotisserie, God only knows, I might just end up poofing into one of the other rotatos.
Falfine,
So-
you hear the very subtle sound of a ping. 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 Ping.
Do I know which direction?
It's coming from below. It's from the ground. It's very, very soft.
I think that's Purple Spark with pickaxe.
Sounds right.
Means he's not that far down.
Roland, how many
Where-
animal friends can you summon today?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I could summon a lot of them. Do you mean me turning into an animal?
No,
No.
you're summon animals.
They
Oh,
have
yeah, I could summon a lot of them.
50 pounds a pop, though.
Yeah, can you summon anything that weighs roughly 50 pounds?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. That's base. It's minimum.
Right.
But
So how many?
Oh, I could summon 2 giant frogs.
Just
only
the
get-
giant frogs. There's nothing perhaps lighter and more numerous.
Yeah, I could summon 4 boars.
I would say a boar weighs 50 pounds.
Alexandria or Valfine, who are on either side. Also War, who did see for a moment. The skeleton at the center did still seem to have most of its clothes on. Probably had like a Dungeoneer's pack. You see a sword on the ground as well.
so thank God he wasn't crushed. He was just trapped in there and died.
It
of old
looks
age.
like they just died. They expired. Like they don't look to hold any wounds. They still have all their stuff on, and the skeleton looks fairly preserved. But there is a fully fledged adventurer pretty much right there. And I think with the 26, Valfine, you would have noticed as presuming the skeleton might be part of the trap. Your investigation of the area would also reveal what looks to be a small yellow handkerchief around its neck.
We're certain the trigger is a pressure plate in the middle of the hallway.
You are certain of that, Valfine?
Yes. I am
Okay.
certain. Yes.
I walk into the
Well,
hall.
nope.
All right. You walk into the hall, and it shifts. You immediately, the same thing happens that happened to you, War, just a second ago, but Valfine gets to experience
Actually,
it.
hold on a second. Hold this thing. Hold on.
Oh.
Silly me.
Made the call.
I forgot that Valfine hadn't relayed that information to my character. Who wouldn't have acted without knowing that? I knew what Josh knows, but my character doesn't know because Valfine hasn't told me yet. So my
Oh.
character logically wouldn't have stepped into this hallway.
You imagine doing
I'm
that.
back out here.
You imagine doing that and go, no, bad idea. As you immediately imagine yourself.
Specifically said. Malphine knows this. Yes.
You imagine it and you go, and you stop yourself.
She mage hand slaps you to stop you.
Step back.
Okay. So
War.
Thor's
Yeah.
idea is a good one. How many times can you do that, Brolin?
I could summon that quite a bit, actually.
That might be our best bet.
We need to cycle him back up here. I have no idea how deep this goes. Or
It's
any-
Do we know that it's circular?
Valfine would have been able to surmise that with the 26
cylindrical.
perception.
It's a cylindrical sort of mechanism complexity that cycles however it cycles. We don't know how far, or how long, or how many cycles.
Right.
It would make sense to be an even number, say 4.
Possibly.
If
Why are
you-
you so sure of this?
Because it's a cylinder, it has to have like a counterbalance, so there's not going to be an uneven number.
But
So
how-
it's either going to be, well, it's rotating, right? So there are either 2 or 4 or 6 or 8.
Brolin,
10
what is
or
going
12.
on?
I'm about to summon a bunch of little animals
Why?
to trigger a pressure plate.
Oh no.
At the very least, Valfine, would you?
I mean,
Mind.
they're not small. I mean, they're not real. I take them from the fake. They're not.
No, I'm talking about the pressure plate. This is not good.
Valfine, at the very least,
Oh,
would
this is perfect.
Valfine, go
Mine.
ahead. Or
you
sorry.
looting the corpses.
I can. Sure.
Really
Is
doesn't
there
anymore.
is there a pack on this guy?
Yeah, there is.
Can I mage hand the pack to myself?
Yeah, he's got a sword at his side, which you can see from here does look to be a Chalton sword.
Actually-
a Yulqua.
Better
if you-
idea.
Want to detect magic, and I can pick the nicest things.
Better idea.
Okay.
He is not triggering the trap.
The
Hey,
corpse
I
is not, no.
Let's just say he's lost a lot of
Say,
weight.
yes, he is not big enough. So, I think I'm going to make a new friend.
What?
I am going to reanimate him, and I'm going to have him walk over to me.
Okay, yeah, you see as you cast Reanimate, go ahead and spend the spell slot, the flesh begins to
Totally worth
form around it. You see the magical elements of your spell take hold, and the weight of life sets in.
Hold on a second. No, I choose it's going to be a skeleton. He will not gain any more weight.
As it turns, and as it makes its way all the way around, I'll give you the one go back, but this is 2, so it turns all the way, and you see. Let me just change this really quick. Whiffle Spark.
Oh,
What?
there's only 2.
Ah,
And I rush towards Alexandria.
You move towards Alexandria immediately, and you are safe.
so this,
Whiffle spark.
this
All
is
right.
only 2. Oh God.
Great, that only cost me a very expensive spell.
I actually
Well-
cast. I want it
You
to be
already-
known that I have cast Conjure Animal. There are 8 axe beaks.
Please send one into the hallway.
I can summon 8 beasts of challenge rating 1/4 or lower.
Well, we're gonna loot that corpse. Oh god.
Christ. Well, we don't have to loot it now because Alexandria. Well, no, it's still down there, I guess. Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, Victor makes his way into this room immediately. Oh gods! And he just moved. No, he only moves here. He doesn't move past either of you. You guys are literally in his way. And you see, pretty much filling the end of the hall, blue feathers fill this side of the hall.
Well, they're too big.
I'll
All right.
take our axe
Oh
beaks.
no!
You also hear the sound of fill the hall.
I give Professor Wifflespart a concerned look.
Yeah, you hear it come from down below to the south.
All right, all of you, calm down. Attention. All right, you number 1. I'm gonna call you number 1. You go down that hall.
Oh!
No, not that hall.
It stuffs its way in. Brolin, what are you doing?
All right, come back.
Boom! It pops
I
itself
told
out.
him boars. Why does he summon those?
Because you can
Yeah.
get 8 of them.
You can get 8.
You know what else you can get
Alexandria
rid of?
Wifflespart just
War
sees
horses.
Alphine like facepalm from across the thing. It's just
Victor turns. He has summoned axe beaks. A lot of them.
Well, what? What? They're huge. Why?
Oh my
Lord.
god. Oh my god. They have a +6 to attack. I can just.
I'm checking for traps on our side.
Okay, yep. You don't see it. You do not see any Wiffle Spark.
Okay.
Alright, I tell the axe beak adjacent to me to go down the opposite hall.
Okay. Brr. It goes down the hall.
May as well probe all the corners. I guess.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, at a certain point. Brr. As you hear echo down the hall.
Number 1,
Brr.
you're alive. Keep going.
Brr.
What?
And then it starts to, you hear Wiffle Spark, you hear ahead of you
Goes around.
as the very cramped area has is stuffed with feathers, and you are met with the face of a giant axed bird, and it just right in front of you.
Fenrir heard that thing.
Have Fenrir make an intimidation check.
Oh no.
With it, he can do it with advantage.
Okay.
See in
Can I
Australia.
do a strength intimidation check with that?
Sure.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, it really says 8 creatures of 1/4 or lower.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
16.
Immediately Fenrir and just growls and it just makes its way back out, and you can hear it echoing, Brolin, as it make a strength saving throw, Brolin.
God.
Oh no.
Actually, I can't get him out of where he's
The
at.
axe beak crashes into this chamber for fear of its situation. It crashes into its brothers and sisters. Axe beaks fly, and unfortunately, you suffer some pain. 7 slashing damage as one of them cuts across you, and
Oh my
its brothers and
God.
sisters. And this room is just
Alright,
a
dude,
sort of cacophony of
I
horn
take
beaks.
damage. I take damage. I have to roll concentration.
Oh yeah, roll concentration real quick.
It's the con modifier.
Roll concentration, please. You fail, and they all. And
Bits of feathers stay behind.
the horn is gone. And you see Fenrir in the room, looking around, and can't find its quarry, and looks disappointed and worried.
Okay, all right. Fuck all my special magic. I'm literally just going to summon 8 axe feet and have them attack a Serac and get flanking both.
Wiffle Spark and
Good on
Alexander, what are you guys doing?
Well, we
Actually-
checked down the hallway, so I continue down the hallway to see where it goes.
Sure. Alexander?
Did we get an axe beak into the hall for the
Yes,
potato?
I saw it.
He chased it
No.
back.
Not to rotate.
Oh, not to rotate.
That's what we were wanting to try and do, right?
Yeah.
We did. We didn't know what that guy had in his backpack, but I guess we don't need to find out.
Maybe not.
I
Well,
want my undead servant, damn it.
do you have another?
Wait,
Yeah, you can stick around this thing.
Okay, I come back and I pull out the my secondary bag of holding.
Okay.
And just start pulling out books and go, this one's not important. Throw it into the hallway.
How many?
This one's not important. Throw it.
How many books do you have?
He easily has 50 pounds worth of books. He cleaned
I
out
have-
the stupid
You,
office.
you do. You throw books, and they just pour out until it turns all the way around, and you see your undead servant, Alexandria.
buddy. Who's a good boy?
Yeah, you see it picks up its sword, new in life. You see this beautifully crafted yolkwa, a Chultan weapon, and it makes its way forward. As you see the form of a dragonborn, very like the clothes are very like they're dusty now, but they were sort of like well made, well trimmed. Someone who probably held some form of importance. They have that yellow handkerchief around their neck, and they have their satchel around the way. You think there's probably chainmail under what looks to be a leather coat, and it just and its head is that of a dragonborn, and you can see it's
All
got the.
I'll pat him on the snoot
Still
and say,
do have
"Good job."
450 pounds of books, so we're good.
Yep.
Professor,
I also
I'm
can't move.
disappointed in your waste.
You can't move
of
your
literary
token.
Material.
No.
Oh, I was choosing. the
Oh,
bag. I
not
think
this
would be
token.
like
Let
20
me get you a
minutes.
different. Let me get you a different.
No,
skeleton.
not him.
Probably
Me.
people wasting books.
Oh, let me move.
I
you.
think I'm stuck
There you go.
because of the
Are you
thing.
good?
Okay. Yeah.
Let me get your. Well, do you wanna
Come back
have
for 'em.
have that skeleton out or sort of in your person?
Don't go back
if
to them.
if we
please.
want to have him Final
Well,
Fantasy
I'm not going to.
7,
Someone
like,
can.
Let's have him
Morphin
Final
me.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yep.
He'll just crawl under my skirt or something and hang out there until combat starts.
Oh, he's around.
So now we know the other end is just up this hallway.
So
Presumably,
This hallway is fine because Fenrir just ran down.
Fenrir came that way, so presumably.
Take it.
Interesting here, Alexandria. You being the first to come here, I have some descriptions for you as you make your way into this hall. The first sentient creature that actually can see that we can talk to. All right, so you would see the corridor ahead of you ends in a block of stone, which is painted a 7-foot tall jackal-headed humanoid with a circular gold medallion around its neck. All around the figure are carvings of locusts. You would also see what looks to be in that on the opposite side of that huge sealed block of stone, like a hole in the wall. The corridor does turn sharply to the right, no, to the left for you when you leave, and at the corner, just before the turn. A peephole is carved into the stone wall at 6 feet of height. Now, that is a description if you're coming from this direction, but you get the same kind of sight effectively from this side. You can see that peephole.
So the peephole looks at the jackal.
It looks at the jackal, and it seems to cross through.
Interesting. So if I step over here... Hello, War.
Hello.
Without blocking the people, I look at the jackal.
Oh, you can't block it. You're not
Wait.
high enough. It's 6 feet up.
Where did you come from?
Oh, okay. Then
The
I
The left?
he's out up here, yes. And there's a giant
Victor?
statue of a...
Do you mind?
Oh, yes.
I'm
Sorry,
tall,
just
no.
lot of birds. I'm not a fan of birds. All right.
Right, I understand.
Dusts himself
go
out,
for it.
picks a feather that poofs away out of magic out of his shirt.
Well, that was fun. Why'd you want me to, Alexandria? Why did you want me to summon 8X Beaks again? I don't understand.
I didn't say axe beaks. I said summon things that weigh at least 50 pounds.
Yes, X Beaks weigh at least 50 pounds.
Yeah, you know what else weighs at least 50 pounds? A boar.
I've never seen a wild boar before.
How have you not seen a wild boar?
This is Chult. They're dinosaurs.
We fought.
Yes, there are dinosaurs, but there are also boars.
We fought a were-boar, but not a boar.
So you understand what a boar looks like.
Yes.
Then you know what a boar looks like.
Okay,
You know,
so
he walks away. You know, fun.
if I have to, I'll walk on the walls and stuff here to not touch the purple slime mold stuff.
Okay, yeah, you
I
can
mean-
avoid it. It's very choked in here, but you can avoid it as those eyes just pop open to look at
Didn't
you.
Fenrir just barrel through there after an axe beak?
Oh yeah,
True,
that
but-
a lot of that stuff got stepped on.
He's not organic though, so
Jackbeak was.
that's
Can
true.
Can I
guess
make
tech-
a religion?
Yes, you may make a religion check. Go for it. What's this check for, Whifflespark?
Oh, I'm looking at it on this side versus looking at through the peephole.
The peephole?
Oh
From-
no, I'm not looking. I'm looking at the statue that the peephole looks at.
Perfect. It is not so much a statue as it is a painting. It is a painting of a 7-foot-tall, jackal-headed humanoid with a circular gold medallion around its neck. All around the figure are carvings of locust. 10 religion check. What was the religion check for, Alexandria?
I was trying to identify the picture, or the figure in the picture,
The
rather.
figure in the picture. The figure in the picture does seem to it is a jackal-like creature. You know them to be associated with fiends in some manners. Some religions will worship the jackal. As far as the illustration itself, it doesn't seem to depict any unique. It's not a picture of a unique individual as much as it is is just an illustration of a jackal. For whatever reason, the person chose this creature. It is not so much an individual. It is just a jackal.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
If Whipple Spark wants to move, I think I'll have my new toy retrieve the medallion for us.
Okay, Whifflespark, you would note that in your investigation, you're just sort of looking at the painting itself.
Yeah.
The medallion is built onto the stone. It is not part of the painting. It is attached into it, and it's on there. You don't know how it might be built into the stone. You're not sure.
So it can't be removed.
Whifflespark would be able to see that it looks like it is it's somehow affixed to the stone from his perspective. I say with the 13, it is built into the stone.
Can someone give me a boost?
I give him.
I want to look through the peephole.
Where?
I boost him.
Fetch you a box.
I need one moment to read something. If you will all just give me a second, because I do not want to get this wrong. This is something I want to have. Let's take a short break.
So-
5 minutes. Is that cool?
So before we take the break, I want to say that I walk over. I put my hands under Whipple Spark's armpits to lift him up like a kid.
Yep.
But I struggle to even line him up with the peephole because my strength score sucks. So I'm kind of just shaking him around, and then I set him back down, and then I look at War and step aside, cross my arms, and say nothing.
All right. War, you go to lift Whifflespark.
Yeah. Is this a door? that I'm
Yeah,
standing
you
at?
guys did pass a door, a solid stone door, wood frame to it. Nothing unique looking to it. Just looks like a door.
Okay.
Can we go get that drink now for that 5-minute break?
Let's do a quick 5-minute break and come right back. We're back.
We're
So,
out of the caffeine drip.
there is some information that I missed that is prevalent. Whifflespark. I think it would make sense since you like to gather information. So maybe you're waiting to say something. But when you investigated the door, two things to note. The medallion has the tomb devil face on it with the gaping maw. Right?
Yep.
And it does seem to have glass over the gaping maw, but you can't. It's opaque. Is opaque the right word? You can't see through it.
Oh yeah, opaque's the right
opaque.
word.
You can't see through it. It's sort of a dark purpley. You can't see. You would notice that one of the paintings of the locust, the many locusts that surround the jackal, one of them is not a painting. One of them is a button.
Oh, okay.
So that is information that you have, Whifflespark. As you are lifted up by War to see through the peephole beyond, you would look through, sort of steady your eye. War, obviously he easily lifts you, and you are steady in this place. And you look through, and you see that there does seem to be some kind of device through this peephole. You're not sure, but whatever it does magnifies right onto the medallion, right onto the maw, and you can see through the opaque glass. You see to the other side, and it's almost like looking through a telescope, and you see a small symbol. You see the hieroglyph of a vulture.
That's relevant. Where is that thing?
The vulture is the first step. Probably what you're looking for.
Okay. Does someone want to go press the button? There's a button on one of the locusts. I want
I
to still be
go
looking
and
through
press
people
the
when
button.
that happens.
Yeah, you move
Wait.
over. Whifflespark can explain.
I
Tell you
have
which
my
one.
toy press the button.
Yeah, put him out on the field for me. Throw just one of your purple skeletons will work. Ow.
Alright. Oh, my purple boys. Oh, no, that was the wrong button. Okay.
There he is. Yeah, you instruct him to push it and point at the one you can see after Whifflespark explaining exactly what part of the locust illustration there is a button. You can spot easily enough with your passive which one is a painting. And, yeah. You order him to push it?
Yep.
He does so. As he does, the stone sinks into the floor slowly, but over probably 10 seconds. It opens up a chamber beyond. You see a familiar room, Alexandria. One that you
What
saw.
does the peephole show when the door opens? Does it
You
zoom in on
see
anything?
it blurs out as if it's unfocused.
Okay.
You can see into a chamber beyond that you spotted once before with the eyes of Fiera. You see what you all presume to be Aijin's tomb. From before.
Oh.
Still think we should go through Tajin's tomb through the roof access. As to not touch anything.
Yeah.
I suppose that's smart.
I do actually want to look at Tajin's tomb from the side though.
Yeah, you all can be in the same square. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so that curves up around. Oh, the vulture's the first step. I bet you this is one of those traps where you have to follow the certain symbol.
You also spot something else. You see in the room a tiny little man. He's a skeleton man. And he looks and he clambers over to the barge, and he's just like and he's fucking scattered around it.
How heavy are these keys? Just as like an estimate.
How heavy are the keys?
Yeah.
I mean, carrying a key that you had in your hand without the little skeleton to it, it is a Probably a good couple, 2 or 3 pounds, just the key.
Valfine, if you can,
Then I shoot the thing.
yeah,
Yeah, you want to make an attack roll on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just mage hand it away.
I just want to make sure it's within
Yeah.
mage hand amounts.
Yeah, go ahead and make an
what's the
attack roll.
range on Mage Hand?
Say again.
What's the range on Mage Hand?
Oh, geez, I have like the upgraded version, so it's up to like 90 feet. Or something. Let me see.
Oh, okay. It's past 30 then. I think the base is 30.
You have something special for.
Someone attacking?
I was thinking about it. I just have to look real
Okay.
quick at something.
Hang on, let me see.
It's 45 feet out. Ugh.
Oh, it's only 30 feet.
Mm.
I thought it was upgraded because of my fancy arcane trickster stuff.
If you pause for a moment, it is going to try and hide. So it's
But
either,
in the boat.
yeah, it's either do something now or
It's gonna have to beat a 23 passive perception to do so.
well, if it blocks your sight, you cannot see through walls.
Snap.
Maybe I do.
unless you can see through walls.
Maybe
And
I
it
do.
is looking to clamber up that that barge. So there is a chance to hurt it, but it's right now.
Definitely shoot it.
I'll shoot it.
Go for it. 17 does hit damage. 11. All right. It immediately strikes into it. You see some pieces of bone go flying. Let's roll initiative. It is still there.
We're all stacked on top of it.
Oof.
We are.
You will have to spread out into your own respective squares on the beginning of your turn. You will not be able to go back into the same square.
I'm at the front of the line. No.
Okay, Whifflespark, you are first to act, which is very good in this moment. Initiative has worked out in your favor. I was about to get a hide check off.
Then I am gonna shoot this thing again.
Go for it.
Oh yeah.
It clatters into pieces. I'll immediately just clear this. I just wanted to see, because if he got initiative first, he'd get a chance to hide. And that could have worked out not in your favor.
Okay.
But it worked out great. It clatters into pieces. You have slain this thing.
So
We get,
I'm gonna step right here just so I can see the rest of the room a little better.
Could we get Fiera to pick that up and bring it over?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she can definitely pick
Farther
that up.
than 30?
I mean, I would have to summon her.
Yeah, an action.
If
if
we're
you
not
want
in
to.
initiative order anymore, should be easy.
You are not.
Like summoning her at this point, isn't it just like an action?
Ritual.
Ritual?
No, you just
If
you
you
didn't.
just miss them?
No,
If
she-
he doesn't want to
pooped
use
her,
a
you
spell
did-
slot in
that's
the
it.
ritual, right?
You just poofed her. You didn't desummon her,
just
right?
poofed. Just poofed.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just place her. You can point at her. You could almost
Yeah.
put her on the boat.
Do you want her to retrieve the key, Alexandria?
Yeah. Let's do it.
She does. You have a skeleton key in your hand, the frame of which is a pentagon.
Well, the one key man per floor theory is proving to hold strong.
Please write
We
that
have
down in your inventory, or whoever is taking the keys needs that in their inventory.
Should probably
I'm gonna
go
say
check out that other door before we try and tackle the tomb.
What were you saying,
Oh, you
Alexandria?
mean back up the hallway? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know where that key's going, Alexandria.
I voted that war ticket.
Oh, Word, you want to write down the key into your inventory?
I can do that.
Pentagon key.
Literally the hardest person to kill here. So
Makes sense.
We've spread out the keys too, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think I have the triangle one. Valfine has the square.
War has the pentagon. I'll regale this room to you guys since it has been a little while since last time you
Sure.
saw this chamber. 4 torches illuminate stone sphinxes crouched in the corners of this 15-foot high room. The torches cast flickering light across hieroglyphs carved into the tiled floor. At the center of the room, a gold-inlaid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot-tall stone dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus, decorated with horned rabbits. A dark shaft opens up in the ceiling directly above the barge, while to the south, a corridor is visible through a set of fangs carved into the wall. The skeleton of a dwarf sprawls on the floor east of the barge, clad in a tattered yellow turban and dusty chainmail, and clutching a bronze shield.
So they came from this direction and still failed.
I. I guess I have Fenrir go out and just grab that thing while only stepping on the vulture and drag him back.
Oh, drag the corpse back?
Drag the corpse back.
Okay. The minute Fenrir steps onto the vulture, you feel the ground beneath you, Whifflespark, begin to lift. Which way are you going, in or out?
No.
Oh, well, I guess I step onto the vulture too.
Alright, you step onto the vulture, and the door...
Because I've got all of them on the other side for the door.
Yeah. Sure.
The door
Just hit the
seals.
button.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Hopefully. Or we Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah, or we Mission Impossible we out. Okay, so I know that the second one is not whatever he stood on. Can I see what symbol he's on?
I actually need
I
to
can't
check
actually
and
read
see
it.
if you need to make a roll for that door. Just let me make sure. I want to see.
It's like Banjo-Kazooie all over again.
I need to see if you actually need. So if any creature top the block when it meets the ceiling, you need to make a dexterity saving throw to leap clear. There was a dex save.
Oh shit.
You're good. You were able to move out of the way. I was like, that was too easy. There had to be a save. There is a save. So continue.
Okay, well, I have Fenrir pulled him onto our plate,
Yeah, you.
and I looked through his bag. To see
Oh
what
man, this guy's got some shit on him. While your friends kind of scramble to figure out which they're all kind of packed in the thing, like which one it is. Alexandria trying to be like that one.
Is he fucking dead?
Yeah. So, this individual, probably a member of the company of the Yellow Banner, you can only assume. But I don't know how much you know the company of the Yellow Banner, Whifflespark. That's more of the parties.
Oh,
kind of
he
that
doesn't
stuff.
know me at all.
You don't know. So you just pull him over. This is an unfortunate adventurer who made his way into the tomb. Poor him. He has a peridot gemstone in his turban that looks really, really pretty. And for me not having to keep track of numbers, it's worth 500 gold pieces. So if you want to put a 500 gold peridot gemstone there, you can. A search of his corpse will also yield a shield, a belt pouch containing a 500 gold diamond. So you can write that down as well. So shield and 2 500 gold gems so far.
Jeez.
And you would see also in his pack 2 1-inch diameter crystal eyeballs, 1 dark blue and 1 vibrant purple.
Wait, the same purple that we already have?
No, that is a different purple, and I must have illustrated that wrong. There's a pale purple and a vibrant purple. So pale purple and vibrant. So this is a different one. This is a vibrant purple. So you got a few things that you might want to write down here. Do you need me to repeat any?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. That's everything that's on him.
Okay. And shield. Is what type of shield is it? Just a wooden shield or?
It looks like a metal shield.
Okay.
What's everyone doing on the other side as our gnome loots as he's been sealed in?
Slapping
Push.
locusts with my finger.
Push the button.
You finally get the right one, and the door, just as you finished, almost perfect timing, Whiffle Spark, just as you finished grabbing everything that you have here, the door behind you opens.
Got 2 more eyes.
Well,
Oh
what?
my god.
You're alive. What happened?
Door went up.
No,
jump
All the bloody gods in the Forsaken Realms.
Door went up.
pretty sure we lost you there.
I was pretty sure you guys would just press the button.
Okay. What did you find?
It's another one of these yellow bandana guys. He had 2 of the eyes and some gemstones
2
and
more
a
eyes.
shield.
Mm-hmm.
How many does that total up to now?
Well, I've got.
We have eyes. Eyes.
I
for
have
days.
5. You have 1.
I have 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 6.
There's for every room here. So we would be missing some from the one room we didn't go into, the Frog Hemoth one.
To go in there. I also feel like we should probably figure out either what the pattern is for this. And we may have to check the other entrance for that. See if there's anything there.
Are there any hieroglyphs written on the walls?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I mean, if there's anything in there we want, we know how to get to it from the
Not that you can see, Valvy.
one above, right? So
Well, the clue's not in here.
Hey, we step out.
Yep. You step back in there and make your way in the room. Fenrir right behind you.
So we should probably go check the previous door, maybe?
Okay, I can do that. I check for traps
Go for it.
on this door.
Yes.
Oh,
we start
and-
sending the rogue first from
No
now on.
traps.
Is there a
please.
Is there a chance that did I see any how the guy died? Did he get burned?
He looks as though. Make an investigation check for me, bro. Or sorry, Whiffle Spark.
They all look the same to you.
All these short people all
I
look
know.
the same to him.
You couldn't really tell, but he's all bone. No flesh remains. You would note that there was some flesh on the skeleton of this other yellow bannered individual that Alexander has raised. And make an intelligence check for me really quick, just for that thought.
Intelligence check.
Cool.
Wow, that was terrible.
Nothing. You're good. His bones had little bite marks on them, all over, tiny little bite marks. You think that he was picked clean. Valfine, no traps on this
Tiny
door.
locusts, maybe.
Probably. No traps on this
Oh.
door.
No traps.
Don't step on the foot. That's the real thing.
Is there a slit for me to open?
It is a handle. There's a handle. It looks like a normal door.
Does she like pull when it's a push, or is it?
It is a push.
Gently.
Yeah, you open the chamber and you're immediately met with the smell of a delicious stew. You hear the sounds of a boiling pot on the other side.
Oh,
and
God.
You see,
Not again.
You see a boiling pot. So let me see. It is a stone font. It is attached to the floor. And it seems to be filled with a steaming green liquid. Beyond it, you see a shadowy figure standing at an open door. on the far side of the room, facing away from you.
Hello there.
All right,
Okay, Obi-Wan.
It doesn't move. Nothing, no
No.
response, nothing. Make an intelligence
Is-
check, Valfine.
Yeah, I would like to do that. Yes. Do I exactly? Does she know what this is? Do I get advantage because of my sage background? I may have read about
No.
this.
No.
Damn it. All right.
I've read about this shadowy figure standing behind a pot.
I don't know. Pot, hag, hello. Okay. Just an intelligence check, straight up.
Please.
21.
It's mimicking you, whatever it is. As you sort of like, hello, hello, and you move, you see its form is moving almost to mimic and mock you.
Slake your shadow at the font is one of the clues.
What's slake mean,
Like
gentlemen?
thirst. Yeah.
Thirst.
So like to slake your thirst is to satisfy it. So
So
You
is
should
she?
turn around and try to cup up water from behind you and then fake drink it. Like fake lift it out.
yeah, get it to drink.
And I'll watch the figure behind you as it happens. Make sure
What?
it's doing it.
So what
So-
direction is?
Trying to make
No,
your
turn towards
shadow
Wiggles Park.
drink.
And then try and lift up.
Right. My question was, what direction is the shade facing?
Away
Is
from
it
you.
facing me or away from me?
Away from you.
Valfine will spit on her heels.
As you turn, your compatriot Whifflespark and War on the other side can see the shape turn. I need both Whifflespark and War to make a saving
God. Oh no.
throw. A wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh boy. I'm gonna use
Magical
my
effect.
inspiration.
Ed,
Go for it. What'd you say?
magical effect. Magical effect.
Yes.
Oh.
You immediately see
Like
the
I'm
face.
gonna use my thing on myself.
Use
So
what
mine's
on
a-
yourself?
My flash of genius.
Okay.
So mine's really 16.
Is really a 16. Now, does the Flash of Genius say you have to do that after or before?
Before you tell me if I lose or not, but I can
Before I tell.
I can
okay.
do it after I roll.
All right.
Yeah, it's a response.
Okay, your response. Perfect. Whifflespark, you resist this, which is very, very good. As it turns, I don't know what you've seen in your life, Whifflespark, but you know when you're about to see something you do not want to see. The last minute, you curl your eye away, barely looking away from what could have been something terrible. War, you witnessed
what's going on?
War, you witness the most horrific visage you've ever seen, and you drop to 0 hit points.
Whoa!
Oh gosh.
You are now down.
Why did I have to say you were the fucking hardest thing to kill in this whole dungeon? It's like I fucking invited this. I'm sorry.
All right, roll initiative. War is dying.
Oh God! Do I see? Does he make a noise?
Roll initiative.
Oh, no! The only one that can heal him.
Or
Do I roll initiative
Yeah.
or do I?
You are rolling initiative because we need to know when. Perfect. Make a death saving throw for me, War.
Don't roll a 1, please. Don't.
There's a button for this, right?
There is.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
get back up
You
with
both-
1 HP. You pull yourself back from the
Does the crit do
void.
that? Or I thought it
Crit
was,
gives you 1 HP.
Oh, nice.
A crit
Yeah.
gives you 1 HP. Oh my god, I'm
Oh
clearing
my-
the initiative. You see the most horrific thing in the world, and the minute that happens, you hit the floor, boom, and your eyes open. The image burned into your mind. You are woken by the own shock of your near death.
War. What?
He is white as a ghost. The color of green or tan, whatever he has completely left. The blood seems to have left his skin, and he is as white as a ghost.
War, what did you do?
You're shaking, War.
I looked at it.
Just looking at it does that.
Horrible.
Continue trying to make it drink.
I am gonna
Please
second.
make sure you're clear.
What are you doing, War?
Second winding. Where is it?
Well, where are you in the map? I can heal you.
Get 8. Heck.
Okay.
So I'll be.
Yep, you are. You
Wow.
are second winding.
Should definitely continue the drinking process, though.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. But please spread out. I don't want anyone looking at this. I guess it will kill you.
Yep. A little bit of the black flame just raising off of War like steam.
Valfine will kind of try where the thing is.
Yeah, make a performance check.
Oh. All right. This ain't gonna be good.
I believe in you.
Nope, it's my favorite number.
we hear what sounds like, so as you sort of cup, we hear a slurping sound coming from the room beyond that no one dared peer into. There's a bit of splashing. Valfine, it's kind of hard because there's nothing in front of you and you're trying to like visualize it, and you hear some noises behind you and you're not quite sure what's going on, but after a few moments you hear what sounds like a very low belch and the sound of like a wind at your back, and then silence.
You should turn around, but close your eyes, and then.
So she.
No, here,
Well, yeah.
I'll have my skeleton look.
Yeah, you want the skeleton to look?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see
Hey, trap.
If
The
he
second.
poofs, we'll know.
the beautiful sword, the beautiful gear. This is the nicest looking skeleton that Alexandria's had
That
in a
you've
while.
had.
Still got all the gear on, still got the pack, still got the sword,
We should really look at that pack.
and he he kind of peers, the dead eyes, and nothing. He's fine.
Nice to meet you.
Cool. Looks like we're good.
Last Dragonborn you saw was your friend Samuel Dren.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh fuck.
Probably
Nah,
looks a lot like this guy.
Samuel. Yeah, she would turn around, I
Yeah.
guess, and can I check out the room for traps? Is there anything if I were to step in here to go off, or
Yeah, your passive perception doesn't give anything off. If you'd like to roll, you can.
no? That's okay. Passive's good
Okay.
for the moment.
The room seems fairly empty other than the door on the
Free
other side.
inspiration.
Oh, that's not supposed to be there. That got thrown on the ground.
I threw that on the
Threw it
ground
on the
when I
ground,
used
yeah.
it for my saving.
That's true.
saving throw.
You found one on the ground. Ka-ching! It glows in front of you. You see nothing in the room but the font, and it is empty. When you
So-
look
no.
over into it, you do see there is one small stone at the bottom of it. You see an eye. It is colored in an incandescent orange, looking up at you. A stone crystal.
Mage hand down in.
You grab it.
Dip out. I
Orange. You have orange.
shake it off.
Drip off whatever the liquid
Does
was.
it smell good?
It does. It smells like a brew, like a soup of some kind.
So bad.
Door
Something-
actually there?
There's a door there.
So what did you say? Fluorescent orange?
Didn't you say the door is open?
It is open.
Why can't we see through it?
You can now. You couldn't before because it was darkness. It is no longer
Oh, okay.
darkness. It is a short hallway that ends. A closet. Not even a hallway.
Fluorescent orange, you said? The
Fluorescent
color of the thing?
orange.
Okay, just want to make sure I got
Or not
exact-
fluorescent orange. It's exactly what it is a incandescent orange.
Incandescent.
I checked this hallway for traps.
Yeah, your passive is not picking anything up. It is not a hallway, it is a closet.
Okay, I checked the closet for traps.
Yeah, no passive. If you'd like to make a roll, you can. Spend some time here.
Nah, I'm good. And then I look at this back wall. I'm actually going to investigate that pretty heavily.
Go make an investigation check.
Because I want...
Careful, Professor.
I'm just want to take a look at... Oh, actually, that would be
Oh, my
You
boy.
can say without a doubt that this is a solid stone wall. There's nothing there. This is mundane. There's nothing in this closet.
I was just checking to see if I can get into that downstairs so I can recover my books.
Oh no, I get you. Nothing. I know. Solid stone wall.
Can you imagine the next people through this tomb? Why are there a pile of books in there?
What the fuck is going on?
A scholar was evaporated on this very spot.
Oh, no.
I just took a whole bunch of the books that he looked like he read a lot. Just to mess with him once I got done picking up the histories stuff I wanted for my research.
That's great.
So I probably had 50 pounds of that at least.
Oh, yeah.
Anything good?
Closet.
I'm gonna assume don't drink this stuff. It smells great.
I don't
It's
think
empty.
there is any of that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's empty.
Oh,
You
She drank it
slurped it all up.
interesting. Well, problem solved.
Perhaps.
Shall we go? Are we going to enter that other tomb through the upper?
I think we should go look down the hallway into that tomb and see what we can see through that way.
Like from the main chamber, is what you're saying?
Yes, from the main chamber.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You guys want to head back out into the main chamber?
Sure.
Sure. We do the Trident pass, and we pass through.
Just gather in one spot for me if you guys want.
Carefully, very carefully.
If you guys
Will
all want to
do.
move,
Okay.
just gather in one nice little area for me on top of Whiffle Spark and make my
Oh, wait,
life
wait.
easier.
I can't see my skeleton anymore.
Oh, don't worry, I'll grab your Skelly.
Okay, thank you.
War and Valfine, if you want to come down here.
Yep.
Just make
Working
my life
on it.
super easy.
Good old roll 20.
So we've got two plans we can do. We can try and deal with the Minotaur thing, or we can look at the up here.
There you go.
Well,
Well, up there is the other door to that room, right?
It's not a door.
it's a mouth.
I look through
I'm gonna-
this and see if I see anything through this.
Yes, you do see something through that. Whiffle Spark, as you peer through the jackaled teeth, you do see it's a jackal mask. By the way, it's a mask of a jackal. A huge carving of a snarling jackal head protrudes from the wall at the end of this corridor. A chamber is visible through the gaps between its fangs. You see the same room that you saw before, but a slab of wall suddenly grinds upward to the east. That same wall you went through. A dwarf wearing a turban and chainmail creeps into the tomb. He brandishes a shield in front of him as he treads cautiously across the floor. As he begins to move, you hear a loud click sound as the dwarf steps onto one of the floor tiles. He steps onto the tile directly in front of the first tile that he went to. Basically the one that he was originally dead on, if you remember.
The foot.
Yep, the foot. It is then that a deafening buzzing rises as locusts pour out of the mouths of the Sphinx statues, quickly engulfing the poor dwarf. He tries to fight them off to no avail. When the cloud of insects vanishes, nothing of the dwarf remains except for his bones and gear.
So I think that was supposed to happen before we went around the backside and did it, because that's the skeleton we recovered things from, right?
Mm,
No, it's the dwarf.
I look through again. To see if
You
anything else happens.
look away, look through again.
Yeah.
It happens again. You see the whole scene play out a second time.
Ah,
hmm.
clue.
Is there anything around the jackal head? Like,
Around the jackal head in front of you?
yeah.
Stone walls and mold, eyes peering at you wherever you look.
The vulture is the first step. Right the gods.
I don't know what the second step is the problem.
Yeah.
It's not the foot.
Did Fiora come back up through the mouth?
Yeah, we pulled her back up.
Yeah, we kind of fishing lined her down there
Yeah.
and brought her back.
We could potentially do that.
We could fishing line Whiffle Spark. He doesn't weigh very much.
Could do that. You good with thieves' tools?
Yeah?
Well, what do we want out of that room, right? It's Ijan's tune?
Yeah, Adrian's tune. Actually, it might be better fishing line Valfine, so we can open the sarcophagus, mage hand it back up.
Most of your team likes Aijin. The only individual who doesn't is Ubalaka, but that's information that Alexandria has. Not you guys.
Yeah, but I don't like anybody, so it makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, your one is not super great with people.
We're such a good pair.
Stay safe. With but a few minutes left in our session, what are our final actions of our characters before we conclude our session for the evening, gentlemen?
Is that what we're doing? We're Tom Cruising Valfine down the mouth?
I'm game. Mainly because it's not me.
It's like, I have a backup if that goes terribly.
Do we want that to be the final scene? Is Valfine Tom cruising from the ceiling into the tomb? I can
I'd like to
situate us
ask-
for that.
Brolin for maybe a heal spell.
Oh yeah,
You're at
Brolin.
8 HP.
Yeah.
9,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Brolin will let me just roll some. Let me just flex his.
Perfect.
Maybe
his
one or
spell
two
list.
bears.
Do you want me to? I will set up that scenario. If you all gather on Victor, except for Valfine, you're gonna stay with me.
There is one thing I'd like to do personally, like after I heal
Yeah.
War of his wounds. But Roland's gonna look into his bowl.
Okay. Looking into your bowl. That will be interesting. Would you like to have a scene with me after the session?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Let's do it. I like that. So you're gonna look into your bowl before this whole scenario happens, correct?
Yeah, but Brolin is going before anything. Brolin is going to cast Cure Wounds, at 4th level.
At 4th level. All right, perfect.
Okay.
I love it.
Thank you, Brolin.
That is 19
19.
HP. So that is gone, and then Brolin is going to cast Cure Wounds again at level 3.
Okay.
15. No. 13.
13. Interesting.
13 total. 7 plus 6.
All right.
So I imagine that gets you up there a little bit.
Yeah. That'll put me in.
Everybody.
Are you bloodied?
Ooh, go ahead.
What?
Are you still bloodied?
I think technically by a few points.
Okay. We'll stop for now then.
Yeah,
Perfect. Any other actions, or is everybody's final action going to be to basically help Valfine get into this scenario, which I will set up here, and then we will
Yeah,
conclude it when we come back. Is there anything else, or is everybody cool to go?
Sounds good with me.
Perfect. Let's gather up everybody. I will move the tokens as
Thank you.
appropriate for this. Valfine, you're going to be staying behind with me. I just want to get this done here, and I'm going to place you where you will be at the start of next session. There you go, buddy.
Oh no!
You'll see darkness now, which is fine, and I'm going to put everybody else where they are, where they will be for next session.
I'm definitely not gonna stand in the screaming room the entire time.
Okay, that's fine. You'll be able to place yourself wherever you want. I'm just putting you guys on the correct. You're not right there, but I'm putting you guys on the correct room where you can situate yourself when we return. Excellent. I will move us back over to here. Don't worry, I'll let you guys move your characters when we start.
We need some signals for
Yeah, we'll
when
establish.
stuff goes wrong.
We'll do like a flashback of just before Valfine. I just think that's an interesting like place to like put her. You guys can have had a discussion before putting her down. I just think that's an interesting narrative of her just falling from the ceiling.
One tug for down, two tug for
you
up,
guys
lots of
are
tugs for out.
Very
Get
good. This is an excellent session, guys. There's some twists, there's some turns, there's some crazy shit. I loved it. This was a blast. Thank you to, well, I won't say bye to the stream yet because I'm going to leave the stream on, but I do have a small thing I want to do with Dustin as he looks into his bowl. Some secrets to be played out. I'm interested to see what that will be. Thank all of you. Thank you guys for showing up and just bringing your A game tonight. This was a blast. I loved playing. I might be on in general casual later to hang out and chat, but this is where I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. Dustin, I'm going to give you a direct call, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye if I don't see you. Bye. All right. A direct call to my friend Dustin. Call. Hello. Haha.
Okay, hello.
Hello. All right. I'm turning my camera on for this one. I'm taking over the screen. Ka-cha.
Okay.
It's gonna be me. All right. Very cool.
Ju-
So
just for the solo. Just for the solo.
just for the
I'm
solo.
gonna do
Oh,
it.
you're
I'm
turning it
gonna-
on? Okay, shit. Let me double up here. Oop. Let me do here. Perfect. There we both are. Lovely, wonderful. These are fun. I got one
Let
last
me-
session, so these are fun again.
Yes. I'll even set the ambience. I'll set the mood to like probably like a green or a purple.
I love it. I love it. I need to get some information from our original D&D game. If you want to jump over there with me, do you still have that?
Oh yes.
It'll probably be a little bit slow, a little bit laggy. You have like an old Brolin there. Actually, stay in the one you're currently in for me. Just stay.
Okay.
Just stay in that one because I want you to have your current character sheet. I will jump into the other one, which I think makes sense. And then just turn the music. We probably don't need any.
Yeah, we don't need music.
We don't need music right now. So I'm just going to jump into here because it has some information. I'll turn some music on for the stream though.
Okay.
This will be interesting. Looking into the bowl. Fuck, dude. It's been a while.
It has. There was one transcript where we never did a session for it, but Brolin received that mark.
Yeah. He received that mark and had to deal with all that fucked up shit. But the mark is gone.
The mark is gone.
The mark is
yes.
gone. Moa has opened the door for you. Let me get the correct information that I need for this. Perfect. Got it. Let me actually see. Can I go to the actual map that helps me visualize the situation? BBB DAI. There it is. Perfect. Lovely. Oh God, it's been so long since I've seen certain things.
Oh no.
Oh man, we're digging back in kind of deep here.
The last time Brolin looked at his bowl, it was a Serac.
It was.
Who peered into it.
It absolutely was, which is kind of crazy to think about how long ago that was, honestly.
Yes.
All right, so my thing is loading in properly for me here. It's been a while since I've cracked this sucker open. It has been a while, let me tell you. Oh God, there's some illustrations for sure that I'd want to share with you. I will share my screen after, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
To make that easier to see these illustrations, just so that we're not harking back and forth. And I will just put a tense music on for the stream. So I think that will be good. All right.
Oh no.
So, Brolin, you peer into your bowl, feeling free of Sararak's previous influence on you. As your party takes a moment to, I imagine they're discussing the elements of what to do next in infiltration of Aijin's tomb. You have this moment to yourself to sort of peer in, and you know these visions can happen very quickly on the outside, but slowly for you. So you believe you have the right amount of time. As you look down into it, you see those sort of spiraling shapes of animals, and twisting their way around, you see the form of the elegant Moa. And if you remember, she is like a Jakuli snake as she sort of curls her ways around. You hear her very soft voice inside your head. Brolin, you did not tell me you had something like this.
No, I didn't. It was given to me by my master.
Your
We
master. What's up?
It's been a really,
I know.
really long time since I've uttered her name. Let me look at her name really quick.
Is it? Yeah. What is her name?
Let me look at Expedition Journal. Her name is Ashara.
Ashara, absolutely. And as Moa's sort of curling around, says, "Do you know what you have here, Brolin?"
No, what? I mean, it's an Omnuan bowl.
It is
Something
more
like that.
than that, Brolin. You
What
should
do
have
you
shown
mean?
this to me before. This is an artifact of Ubtao, made of his own creation.
What? Are you serious?
I would not mistake it. Me and my kin faced him before. I know his scent.
What does this mean?
It means you are special, Brolin. More than I assumed so.
Don't flatter me. But what is this? What does it mean? I gotta find my master.
This is
As long as you're
familiar
here.
magic to me. That of the gods. I can help you. So Moa is going to help you in your spiritual connection. You will get plus 10 on this roll. You can make a religion check, and you can make it with advantage since you are no longer hurt by Sararak's influence.
Okay. Religion check.
Religion check.
Roll advantage.
Yes. Plus 10.
Okay, that's a 20.
Okay.
So,
All right, that is a 20. You feel your presence pull down into the green, swirling animals. Moa, largest among them, seems to surround you, almost guiding the path, twisting forward ahead of you. And you are reminded of Iku, of your time when she led you through the jungle. You feel that same sort of guidance and presence coming from Moa, just from a different kind of energy. And you are taken in through the bowl, your spirit entwined within it. And when you peer to the other side, you see that sort of wall of mazes that you've had before, but Moa breaks past them. The walls crumble to either side, no longer blocking your vision through, and you feel your spirit clear of all this debris that was there before holding you back. And your presence appears. You feel yourself shifted out of space, out of time, out of the place that you currently were, and into an entirely different place. You feel the temperature change. It goes from being a cold to more of a humid. I'm going to change the music for the stream to some jungle music really quick, because I think that is appropriate. Hopefully that plays. It does. Okay. Oh wait, that's a peaceful river. I just want, just give me regular jungle. That's all I want. Perfect. You feel yourself immediately launched into like a peaceful, it is a very peaceful situation. It's immediately all of the sort of feeling of the tomb, the oppression of the darkness around you, the feeling of being so deep underneath the earth, which you're not used to, even being a dwarf. You're from Port Nyanzara. You're used to the open skies, and you feel yourself sort of back there, and you take a breath of fresh air, which you feel like you haven't taken in a while. You find yourself in your master's home, an ancient monastery overlooking the jungle from its perch atop a cliff on a tall plateau. Stone steps and rickety walkways connect the various buildings, the lowest of which is 500 feet above the ground. The main building has a circular maze-like symbol carved into its crumbling facade, and every few minutes birdfolk either land at the monastery, like a kokra, or launch themselves from its balcony and take to the sky. And you find yourself in this huge sort of aviary, and you're looking at this sort of situation out of a window. You're seeing these kokra land at a platform below you, Brolin, and you're in sort of a. You're not sure. I think you're just looking out the window, probably flabbergasted by the.
Imagine I'm like looking at the ledge, like.
Like, oh my God, the outside, which you haven't seen in like 4 or 5 days.
Where are we, Moa? Where'd you take me?
You do not hear Moa's voice, but you hear a different, familiar one behind you.
Brolin,
Who's that? Who are you?
Yes, you turn and you see the beautiful feathered image of Ashara. You see her blue cloak sort of spun around her shawl, and over a very beautifully ordained circlet that goes like around her neck, like a necklace that binds all the way around. She has vibrant red and orange feathers, and she's wielding a green adamantine spear in one hand. Her piercing eyes look at you. She's not. It's just sort of at her side like a staff, and she says,
Brolin, is that you?
It is. It's nice to finally meet you, Hell. We met before, but you didn't believe it was me.
They step forward.
I recall our meeting.
Looking at and about you.
You are not Brolin.
That's what everybody's telling me. I don't know. I feel like Brolin.
Shara steps towards you and puts a feathered hand to your cheek and lifts your head in the frustration.
Not in body, but in soul. You are Brolin.
So what, I'm in a new body?
Looking you sort of up and down. What was your previous relationship with Ashara, your master? It was a mysterious one, was it not?
This is the first time he's ever seen.
Yeah,
Ashara.
Have you heard
Only
Ashara's
been
voice? You've heard Ashara's voice, though.
Yes, it's only been through the bowl, though.
Only through the bowl. Says,
How are you here, Brolin?
Well, I made it to the tomb. I made it to Omu.
her eyes widen.
No, you did.
I found a spirit in the Moa. She helped guide me to you.
Moa. You speak of a trickster god. So you have gone to Omu. You do not lie.
No, I don't. And I also know who at least gave me this new body. These hags. These Sown sisters.
Oh, Brolin. What terrible things have you gotten yourself into?
I died.
Long has it been since you've searched for my teachings. I thought you lost.
No, I died. I helped my friends fight a dragon, and well, I died.
What of the white rhino? Have you used it?
No, not yet. But
There will come a time when you need to. I
Right.
imagine. So, you have come to me again. From the depths of Omu, what can I do for you, my student?
This is Seirak. That's what he calls him. The person who's in charge of the tomb. He owns the tomb. It's a part of him, or he controls it. But
Is it a demon?
no,
A devil?
no, he's something alien, something not right. It's like a lich.
A lich? You must be wary, Brolin. Those creatures are powerful and ancient, beyond even me.
He controls those hags that took my body. Somehow they took my body. I don't know how.
What control do they have over you? Can they see through your eyes?
Ashara gets close to you, looking very worried and cautious.
They could be four, but Moa, I can't explain it. She's blocking them out. I don't know how.
She steps back.
Good. You are not foolish enough to seek me when corrupted as such.
I tried once, but
And I cast you away, as I must.
so what do I do? Is there anything that I can do? My friend, I think she's controlled by him too.
You will have to slay the hags to release her, or make a counter offer. I suggest the former.
So if I kill them, I get my body back. That's what you're saying.
Not guaranteed. I do not know what they have done with your body, Brolin. What happened when they took it?
It was in a cage.
How did you get there?
I died. As if I was. It's like here, like how I'm talking through my bowl, but I'm in a different place.
She turns concerned.
You are supposed to be dead then. Your body is dead, Brolin. With the death curse, it is lost. Save for if you reverse it, you could bring it back. Though I do not know what kind of magic would be required to put your soul back in your original body, but if you died and you live again, and this is a new body, perhaps it is lost, I do not know.
So if I kill the Sohn sisters, I could die.
I am not sure. It is difficult magic. Were you able to find the soul monger?
The soul. How do you know about the soul monk?
You told me.
That's right, I did. There's too much going on. It's down there. It's down in the tomb. It's some kind of, what's it called? It's like a dead god or something.
A dead god, you say?
Yeah.
That bodes ill.
It's these Sohn sisters. They're feeding it. They're nursing it. It's like they're feeding it souls.
Are you in a position to rid the world of this curse, Brolin? You have gone into the tomb. Last I spoke to you, you told me that was your best chance.
Yeah. We're in there now. It's our best bet.
And all I can do for you is wish you the best. Otherwise, I can give you counsel, but your situation is difficult.
This bowl. I thought you made it, but
No.
Moas.
The bowl was made by another of greater power than I.
That's right. He's Ubtao. That's what Moa said.
Her eyes pierce.
How do you know that?
Moa. She told me.
She gets in close.
Be careful of this creature. this Moa. It is a trickster god. They once were enemies of Uptao. Be careful what it tells you. Take all in caution, Brolin.
I'll do that.
It
I don't
is a
think she's-
trickster god. It may try to trick you.
She kind of like smiles.
It can't tell the. It can't tell the. It always has to tell the truth, though.
The truth can be twisted, but interesting that it is compelled. A magic that you have over it.
No, it's. I can't lie either. It's kind of a double-edged sword, I guess.
Interesting. You have gotten yourself into quite a bit of trouble, Brolin. When I first had heard your voice through the bowl, you were but a young dwarf. I saw within you the power of the wilds. I thought keen to teach you. The albino dwarves of this land have lost much. They needed a hero. It seems as though you have taken that place.
There does seem to be a lot of albino dwarfs down there. They use them as slaves, or dead slaves, but
You are in a dark place. I can feel that. Your people have been enslaved by this lich. There is more reason for you to grasp vengeance, Brolin.
what are the chances if I even go up against these Sown sisters? They're gonna try to control me. I mean, Moa's stopping a Serac from doing anything so far, but
Do you still have your allies, or are you alone?
no, I have my friends.
Stand
Yeah.
close to them. Find people you can trust. And stand with them, and you will have a better chance than any.
All right. This is a lot to take in.
I do not know how long you have with me, Brolin, but I believe our time is different. You are blurred to me. Perhaps you are coming to me from the future or the past. I am not sure. But if time is something we have, we should utilize it. It has been long since you have seen me. Training is still required.
I think we could. All right.
There is
Anything.
much more for you to learn, but I must ask you a great favor, Brolin. I know that there is much on your plate, but I want to share a secret of you of dire consequence to the land of Cholt.
What?
I have in my protection its savior.
What? Who?
A child, heir to the throne of Cholt. The granddaughter of Queen Napaka.
Oh crap!
But
we
you
took
must
her-
understand, Brolin. No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
We found her tomb. I took her hat.
What?
She's buried in. She's buried in the tomb.
Who?
The queen. I think a queen of Chult.
Oh, that is dire news. I did not know the fate of Olmo, but if she has been sealed in a tomb made by a lich, that's a horrible fate. But she is dead, yes.
This kid. The true.
The child is the true heir, but she is in danger, Brolin. The Princess of Port Nyanzaru would have her killed if they knew where she was. They would not so easily give up power to an empress when so long it has gone without one. She needs...
She just sort of pauses for a moment, looking sort of difficult.
She needs a symbolically significant treasure, long lost, to solidify her place on the throne. You understand? Yes. Proof that she is granddaughter to Napaka.
I mean, I got a crown. Ed, by the way,
Yeah.
if you recall in that,
Yeah.
I literally have the, I pull out.
Yeah, you
the
pull it out.
I pull out the crown.
Says, a crown of Napaka, that is a start. If you have that, I will have you bring that back to me, but there is something more. Something fabled that could very well rest beneath the catacombs of Omu. Legend says it was sacked. If this lich was responsible, no doubt he would have taken treasures down below to hide. No evidence of that already evident to the Queen's burial chamber. Yes.
What is it?
I have a quest for you, Brolin. You must find the skull chalice of Chakari.
Skull chalice of Chakari.
I will send you the words for that in our chat right after the thing. I'll make sure.
Okay.
I'll make sure you have
Okay.
the words.
Okay.
Says,
I urge you to find the chalice for the good of Chult. If it is anywhere, it is within the tomb you are in. It has the best chance, at least. This would solidify the child's place on the throne.
you notice she's not willing to tell you the name.
That's fine. I mean, if you can help me train, I'll do it. I'll get the chalice. I don't know where the chalice. Have I seen a chalice?
You haven't. In this moment, you hear some voices. You hear voices of a older child. They're children. One is a definitely a small male. The other is probably a little bit of an older, almost teen girl. And Ashara turns from you. Their images are blurred and their voices are muffled. But she turns away from you, immediately just ignoring your presence, not wanting to give away that she's speaking to something, but they don't seem to notice. You're like on a different plane kind of thing, and you sort of get just the blurred image of these children. You hear Ashara,
No. Yes, you may.
and she just goes on sort of talking. She says,
I am quite busy with some research. If you could take
and she looks to you for a moment, and
your brother and go downstairs, speak with the chaplain, see if he can help you in your search.
you hear the muffles, and they move away, and she turns, kind of disappointed in herself that she mentioned brother.
I am sorry for the disturbance.
It's fine. So, I haven't seen this chalice, but I'll find it. What does it look like? It's a skull, obviously.
Yeah, she describes it to you. It is a skulled chalice, bejeweled, and other details. Let me see if I can actually pull those details up for you from, because this is not kidding, legit from the book. Like this is.
Oh no.
This is real. This is real shit.
Oh, Brolin's got a world quest.
I know you just got a world quest, my man. Let me quick find it. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, she will tell you.
This jeweled goblet was crafted from the skull of a long-dead Omnuan king and served as a symbol of office for the royal line of Omu. The legendary Cholton hero Chakakri is said to have beheaded the king after escaping the Nine Elves on the back of a mastodon. I am keen to recover the chalice for the princess as part of her bid to reclaim the throne to Omu.
All right. I'll do it.
Yep. And she describes a mastodon as a great, and she believes that the mastodon is going to be important to its location. Mastodon is a great, like horned elephant-like creature.
Yeah.
Yep. And she says,
Find it and bring it back, and you will have secured the fate of Jolt.
right, I'll do it.
Good.
I can.
Good.
It's gonna be hard to explain to my friends why I'm stealing something that large.
It should be a cup, not too large. Just tell your friends that it is imperative. If you need to mention me, do so.
No, it's fine. For now, I'll just deal with the chalice.
Good.
I trust my friends, but I don't think they'll be willing to put the monarchy back on the Chult necessarily.
Yes, keep that under wraps. Tell no one of what is hiding here.
I can't lie.
No,
if
you
anybody-
can't.
So if anybody is
Yeah.
Roland, do you know where the Chult is?
Oh no. Yeah, be careful with that. That's dangerous. You have some dangerous information. And Oshara's just thank you for a moment.
Just don't bring it up. If you can't tell lies, just say nothing. Just say
Nah,
nothing.
I'm not gonna
Say
bring it
nothing.
up. Well, if I've learned anything, maybe I can twist the truth.
True, you may do that. But do not reveal the location.
That's fine, I won't.
Good, Brolin. For accepting this quest, I will teach you more.
All right.
All right.
I imagine there's a training montage.
There's a training montage, and you may complete your level if it is not completed yet. How far off were you? You were
I
only
am like 4,000 XP.
You may complete your level.
Oh, okay, so we talked about switching out a level. I'm totally gonna just become a level 10 druid.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, no, I'm level. No, I'll be.
You'd be level.
I'll be
8,
lo-
right.
No, I'm level 7 druid, level 1 barbarian.
Level 1 barbarian, and you
So
will have to do druid with Ashara, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has to
Yeah.
druid. So
by next session I'll replace barbarian with the other druid level.
yeah, if
so
you
I'll
want to be
level-
you could be a
yeah.
level 9. You would be a level 9 a druid. But remember, do not level yet. The party hasn't leveled yet because we're waiting for a
Okay.
long rest. So you have the ability to level just like the rest of the party, but it will happen on the long rest.
Okay. I am dangerously close to being able to turn into elementals. So that is
Okay.
that
Okay,
is
cool.
that is gonna be a
So yeah, you were at level 8, correct, and you're moving to level 9, the same as everyone else. You were the only one who couldn't level. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we'll put it there. Lovely, beautiful.
yes.
So yeah, the
that's
training
a lot of-
montage would happen, and it would probably happen over 24 hours or so, as Ashara teaches you probably whatever new moves or powers you have that you can illustrate after. And
I can fly now.
Oh,
I can officially.
yeah, that's perfect because you're in a fucking Akokra
Yes,
Avery.
It teaches me to fly.
It teaches you to fly. Holy shit, that's so perfect. Okay, I love that. Amazing, yeah. In the monastery of Kir Sabal, which, by the way, this was the place that your original character Riak was trying to get to.
It's full circle.
Full circle. I think
It's
we'll
full
end.
circle.
I think we'll end the session there because by the time the 24 hours is up and you've flown Ashara, we'll say her goodbyes to you, wishing you well on your quest, and informing you once again how imperative it is that you retrieve this and bring it back for the fate of all of Chult is in your hands.
God. That's not good.
Yeah, I know. All right, very good. Thank you to the stream for people joining us over on YouTube. Appreciate you hanging out for the game and for this small little one-shot, one-on-one with me and Brolin. It was good stuff. And thank you, Dustin, for engaging that with me. That was a good time. Very cool.
That is awesome.
All right, that is the end. We will catch you guys next Monday. We'll be playing 2 more sessions this month, so should be good. All right, bye.
Bye, guys. Oh, that was great, Ed.